And recording start.
Calabunga!
So welcome back. It's
Hello.
been a short while.
Hello.
And we are into the last book of the Blood Sword series, The Walls of Spite. We just recklessly fought a demon lord called Onaka, as well as its Ebon automaton, and we succeeded, surprisingly.
Yes.
So at this point, let's jump into this. We are still in the past, and we have to get back to the future after taking the time's effigy, for if I'm not mistaken.
We need a DeLorean.
Hey,
Back to the future.
all right, let's start. On the instant that Onaka falls, his body and all traces of his presence fade from reality. Nothing remains. You approach the alcove containing the statuette. Just above, hung on the wall, is a fine yew longbow with an ivory handle inscribed with runes of power. Besides it, in an enameled quiver, are 5 arrows of equal workmanship and power. They have magical qualities. The bow adds 1 to fighting prowess when using archery, and the arrows do 1d6 plus 3 damage when they hit. Much pleased, you reach for the statuette. So, we have 2 people that can use bows here. Who wants it?
Damn.
Here, you.
What do I want to have?
So, as I just explained, you find a magical bow and 5 magical arrows. The bow is plus 1 to fighting power when using the bow,
Oh,
and the
yeah,
arrows
sure.
increase the damage by 3, but you only have 5.
Why did you think of me? I never shoot any arrows at all. It's a delusion. Right?
So you're gonna take the
Magical bow plus 1? Oh yeah,
bow?
man.
Plus 1 to the fighting prowess. Does nothing to the damage, however.
Oh, I'm fine with that.
What gives damage bonus are the 5 magic arrows that come with it.
I'll replace one of my quiver with 5 magical arrows.
Sounds good.
It's not like I'm missing arrows. So plus one as well for them?
Yep. Although I want to ask you a question, Pierre. I'm just checking your inventory right now. And you have a lot of things, but no bow.
Yeah, I replaced it. I had a place for a bow. Sorry, I kind of forgot. So just assume that I now have my 10th slot as a magical bow plus 1.
Okay, well, I don't need to imagine if you're gonna edit it.
Well, now it should be if you look at it.
Yep, I see it. Alright.
Me.
So let's update the amount of normal arrows you have. You have 4 full quivers. So that means 24 out of 24. Apparently. Alright. I'll add another attribute called
Magical arrows.
Magical
That's
arrows, which I will put in 5 out of 5. Alright. Okay, that's been edited. Now I will have to edit your character. So to have the magical arrows bar showing. There we go. There you are. So, not only that, I need to save now that token inside of your character sheet. Alright, good. That is done. Everything's done. We can now proceed. We just ended a paragraph, by the way. So, we're pretty beat up, me and Sage. So, if Sage, you would want to work a little bit of your magic.
Sure. I'll have to heal you. That's fine by me.
Well, you'll have to heal yourself as well.
Damn. Yeah, I got a bit beaten up, so
Yep.
I'm gonna do an all-in.
Let's hope you don't get 1.
I got 7 points. I should be all right. We still have stuff to heal ourselves, right?
Nope, I
Let's
used it
figure
all.
this out. Yeah, I have plenty of healing potions.
Sweet. Let's go then.
And
Ooh,
that's
7 points time.
4.
Time what, 4?
Yeah, you can gain back 28 points. Give them to yourself for the moment.
Yeah, wise.
Alright. Let's figure out what we do when we touch, finally, the statuette of time. 539. Alright. You pick up the statuette. Everything goes black for a moment, and all around you a cascade of whirling colors and blasts of energy fill your vision. Nausea racks you, and fear grips you like an icy hand around your throat. Suddenly, you're back once more in the dark corridor, in your own era, in the Citadel of Spite. Before you, seated at the table, is Miorg of Farantar, the guy that sent us in the past for the mission. He leaps up. You have done it! I cannot believe it! I am free at last! His voice rises to a crescendo of madness, his eyes wild and staring. Then abruptly, he is icily calm and says tensely, Well, what are you waiting for? Put this statuette into the pattern. Hurry! And besides you on the floor is a strange pattern of pentacles and arcane symbols. At its center is a small circle of silver, into which the statuette would fit perfectly. So, will we put the statuette in the circle, or refuse?
Shove it in.
Yeah, statue in the circle. All for that.
Alright. So, while I go check the right paragraph, could you heal us a little bit more?
Sure, can do that.
Sage. And
Yeah,
choice to
you're kind of gonna need it. So okay,
need it, yeah.
all right. So I'll get 5 points. I think it's reasonable.
Seems
and I fail.
Yeah, you lost them.
Oh,
Alright,
that's fine.
So you place the statuette in its place. Instantly, there is a flash of bright white light, and the patterns and the statuette disappear into incandescence. Moments later, nothing is left to mark their presence apart from your singed air. Miorg howls exultantly. Free at last! Free to avenge myself on the Magi! Abruptly, he stops in mid-rant, staggering, and his skin begins to tighten across his skull. His hair is visibly whitening. I had not known my imprisonment had been for so long, he cries. I have long outlived my time, and now I am paying the price. No! Help me! There's nothing he can do. His hair is lengthening visibly. Even his clothes begin to decay before your eyes. His flesh begins to separate and split, shriveling horribly. He sinks to his knees.
That's
barely able to
glorious.
speak.
Love it.
In a hoarse whisper, he croaks. Even at the end, then, the Magi have crushed me. But I know you seek their doom. Avenge me. I will aid you. All the power that was mine when I mastered the way of the wizard shall now be yours. As I die, my strength will pass to you, so have I spoken. He slumps forward, his eyes melting in their sockets. Maggots writhe across his body, feeding ravenously, devouring his substance. His breath wheezes with pain until even his lungs have been consumed. Power surges through you. Miorg's words were true, and he has bequeathed you his strength. Each party member receives +5 to endurance. Okay, let's change that right away.
Yeah, that's sweet. Free healing.
Not only no, +5 to your maximum endurance.
Oh, that's even better.
A warrior also gets +1 to damage rolls. A sage +1 to all healing rolls, meaning now your healing is perfect.
Oh,
gains
that's neat.
+1 to its awareness. And the enchanter +1 to psychic ability.
Sorry, I get +1 to awareness?
That is correct.
Oh
So
my
I
God.
get what +1 on my
power.
on my healing rolls, right?
Yeah, I think the sage is getting a bad rap. Like, he's only good for healing.
Oh man, that's my job, I guess.
Yeah.
I got magical arrows and magical bow. I'm okay.
At least there's that.
I feel suddenly more useful.
Okay.
So there you go. I changed for 35 in the stuff. I didn't have more endurance, but now it should be 35. So it is.
That is correct. Just a moment. I will update the information for
Oh,
me as well.
I got back some of my genie buff. You know.
That is great. All right. So I have that. Well, you did not gain back the genie buff, but it's better than nothing. So your attribute. Oh, you already changed it.
Yeah.
You didn't change your current endurance level?
Should I have done so?
Yeah. Well, I'll do it. I'll do it for you. No problem.
No, but I thought it was just maximum. That's why I was asking.
No, it's okay. It changes your endurance. Basically, your endurance gets ramped up by 5 points. So, Trickster, have you updated your health point, your endurance point accordingly as well?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Me, I guess.
So the maggots still arrive upon the body of Miorg until nothing is left. Then they begin to form cocoons, and moments later 1,000 butterflies spring forth from the organic Maya that was once Miorg. Colors, rich and varied like the rainbow, fill your eyes in a blaze of glory. A sweet smells lift your soul, and they flutter away out of sight. After a moment's reflection, you press on. The quest beckons. You go through the door at the far end of the corridor. And that's the end of the paragraph. So now with a perfect healing, Sage, would you care helping us? You can spend as much as you want, you will never lose any.
Ah, man, that's sweet.
So
Oh
basically,
man, that good 28 heal.
Yeah, put a good 28. The worst that can happen is that you get them back.
Did you really want that?
Yeah, even with a 1, you gain them back.
Fine, just for the joke of it, I'll do it.
Watch it be a 6.
I'm gonna blow you off with too much healing. You're gonna blow off in a gorily fashion, you know?
We gain 56 back. So,
56?
so I guess 34 for the Sage, so you get full heal. Which leaves us with 22 to separate.
Have fun with your 22, man.
So why don't you take 9, Trickster, and I'll take the 13 that remain.
Overhealing!
Alright, and I'm still not full, by the way.
Still.
Time to use a healing solve.
Alright, the door opens to a staircase that leads upward. It is long and winding, and as you near the top, windows appear on either side. They look out onto the night sky of spite. You cannot help but notice that the stars of the 5 Magi are in conjunction. Fear grips your soul as you realize midnight is less than an hour away. Feverishly, you drive yourself onward. There is little time left. Eventually, the stairs level out. Turn to 263. And that's the end of the paragraph. So I'll go to 263. I have 9 endurance point remaining, so if you could, Sage, just spend 9 and try to heal me, that would be nice.
Sure, I'll probably will fail.
No, do 34.
So -9, so 26? 26. All
You
right.
can also write down -9 and it will calculate that for you. You know that?
I guess. It's gonna be enough for you.
Hey, oh yeah, it is. It is. Alright. Thank you. So, you step out into a huge circular chamber, fashioned from large blocks of dressed stone. There are 5 doors set into its wall, all around in addition to the way you have come. Each is marked with the astrological symbols of one of the shooting stars of the true Magi, and adorned with patterns and sigils of appropriate colors: red for red death, blue for blue moon, white for white light, sickly green for plague star, and gold for gift star. In the center of the room, a circular block of gleaming steel has been set, almost 2 meters in diameter. At its center is a large irregular hole that looks like a huge keyhole. So, which door will you go through? The red door of red death, the blue door of blue moon, the green door of plague star, the gold door of gift star, or the white door of white light?
Gold.
White.
Okay, I said it doesn't matter, so I will go for the gold one as well. 354.
The warrior still have a say.
I have a say.
Yeah.
Sorry,
You are with us in spirit.
I was distracted for a moment.
We basically have to pick a colored door. We have 5 in front of us, each representing one of the Magi's stars. The red door of Red Death, the blue door of Blue Moon, the green door of Plague Star, the gold door of Gift Star, the white door of White Light.
Gold.
Alright, gold it is.
What do you mean gold it is?
Yeah, because
Didn't
the trickster and me voted gold as well.
Oh! Never mind then.
Alright, you approach the door marked with Gift Star symbols. Gift Star is the bringer of fate, the bestower of unexpected coincidences, the toss of a coin, for good or ill. Do you have a gold rod?
Nope.
Nope.
Alright, otherwise you will try the handle and the door opens easily. Turn to 266. You step through the door into a corridor of clean grey stone. The floor is covered with a red and gold mosaic. Do we go down the corridor, or do we head back to the large chamber and choose another door?
Well, we're already here. We might as well go through them. Through.
Okay.
Forward.
Alright. You walk forward. A section of floor gives way under your feet. A pit. Roll 1 die. If the roll is odd, turn to 463. If it is even, turn to 545. Francis, if you could do the honor and roll 1 die 6, since, well, you're not here. And
Huzzah!
that's odd. Go to 463. 463. With a scream, you fall downwards. It is not deep, but your fall is broken by rows of sharp spikes. Each person loses 2 die 6 endurance and armor counts. If anyone is killed, a sage, if alive, has only 1 attempt to heal 1 person before death takes them completely. Alright, let's each roll
Oh,
2 die
now you can save people before they die.
Apparently.
Something seems odd here.
Alright, I will lose 11.
I'll heal him, of course. I will. I prefer that than death, you know?
Oh yeah, right, of course, armor counts, so, it's not 11 I lose, it's... How much did I lose? So, 3? Yeah, 3. 3 less, so...
I'm gonna... You know,
Yeah,
I'm
first
gonna
roll your 2
go...
die 6, Thierry. First...
Yeah, I'm gonna go bold and get all the healing I can, since worst
Thierry,
case I'm not
first
losing
roll
them.
for your damage before healing us.
Aww. Okay, how much?
2 die 6.
Sorry. There you go.
Alright, so you lose 9
So-
minus armor.
What was my armor again? 3, I think? was
You
it?
had a chainmail for 3 plus... Oh, no, yeah, you did not have the genie's thing, so 3, yes.
No, so 3, so 6. Alright, 6 it is.
Mm-hmm.
Fine with that.
Alright.
So I didn't take any damage, just saying.
Yeah, I saw you roll 4.
So 28, no, 25 points. I'm gonna go for the healing.
Alright. Do you gain them back? Oh, yeah, we are fully healed now. Alright.
Explosion of healing.
Alright, good. In any case, you hold yourself out and press on. The corridor ends soon after 3 doors, 1 directly ahead, 1 to the left, and 1 to the right. They are all of wood, featureless, and unmarked. So we need to choose which door we choose. The one directly ahead, the one to your right, or the one to your left. I'm all for going left, but that's me.
I will vote right.
Okay. What about you, Sage? Right, left, or center?
Left.
Alright. To the left it is.
I don't have a say on that.
Oh, you do.
I was going to say right, but maybe we should go left.
Well, it would be a tiebreaker, however. So at this point, if you say right, we'll have to flip a coin. Let's say even makes us go to the right and odd makes us go to the left. What do you say? Well, that's odd. So we go to the left.
To the left we go.
To the left, to the left.
Say the ghost of the water.
It might be a poor decision, but there's no way that we can... No. The door opens to a low, featureless room of moss-covered stone. There are no other doors, but at the far end, 2 fountains spill water into wide drains just below their spouts. and the right-hand corner, a stairway leads upwards. Moving closer, you notice that the fountains are carved to represent the snarling faces of demons, liquid gushing from their mouth into bowls that they hold. They are both of carved marble. In between the two fountains, a short verse had been etched into the stone wall. All must drink to reach the brink of the chasm of weal or woe. So we need now to decide if we drink from the left-hand fountain, or the right-hand fountain, or just skip them and go to the stairway.
Stairway.
Alright,
But the fountains could be rejuvenating.
maybe. In
I
either
choose
case,
the left fountain.
I was about to choose the left fountain as well. So let's see if that's a decision that we have to take all as a group or just each people individually. Let's just figure that out first. Okay, oh yeah. It says player drinking, so at this point it's an individual choice. So, we will not make the warrior vote because, well, what he decides will not
I
have
drink
any
from the right fountain.
Suit yourself. You're a ghost and the liquid passes through you.
Darn.
Alright, the people that drank from the left fountain. As soon as you take a sip, both fountains dry up. Oh. We have to decide. We'll have to decide who drinks, basically. I guess. Because it's player
The
drinking
trickster.
singular. Before I read anything else, we'll have to decide who's drinking, basically.
The trickster.
Okay, well, the trickster. As soon as you take a sip, both fountains dry up. A wave of well-being washes over you. It is a magical blessing. You receive a bonus to all dice rolls you make in the next 2 battles. That is, subtract 1 or add 1 to any dice roll you make, whichever is beneficial. In a multiplayer party, the blessing applies to everyone, just not just to the player who drank. Nice.
All right, so
Let's
we have
remember
bonus
that if
dice.
Let's remember, if we ever go back there because we all die, to go to the left and drink the left fountain. That's
So it heals us?
no, but
Yep.
in the next 2 battles, we'll get a bonus of 1 to every dice roll that we can use to subtract or add 1 to our result. Regardless,
Everyone?
everyone.
Wow.
There's nothing else
wow.
for you there, so you go up the stairs. Go to 206.
Hmm.
Right. You ascend the stairs. As you near the top, it appears that they end in a blank stone wall, but a step shifts under you, and a door-shaped slab of stone rumbles upwards ahead of you. Stepping through into a chamber of natural rock, you are greeted by an overpowering stench. Before you is a creature of bubbling slime that continually changes its form before your eyes. It exudes pseudopods, tentacles, chitinous insectoid limbs, and huge grasping arms seemingly at random. Glutinous eyes open over its body, and stalks and antennae rip out of it, some with eyes or mouth at their tips, before being sucked back into the amorphous slime that constitutes its being. Gaping maws lined with teeth or dripping ichor split open or seal over with a sickening plopping sound. Some orifices emit noxious gases, others sinewy tongues running with organic juices or coated in vicious-looking rasping spines. You are seized with revulsion. Then, to your horror, the slab of stone behind you slams shut. Go to 16. So we're greeted by what Lovecraft would describe as a non-Euclidean kind of creature. So the being scuttles towards you on myriad insectoid legs. You must fight. So the Anarch is fairly good, but nothing to sneeze at. Fighting prowess of 8, damage per blow 3 dice 6, psychic ability of 6, and an awareness of 12. His armor rating will be variable, as I will explain later, and his endurance is 30. So every time you strike it, roll 1 die. The number you roll is the armor rating of the creature. That is what type of skin it happens to have in the area you hit at that time. So when it attacks, you must roll 1 die. This is the number of attacks it will make against its chosen target. That is how many appendages it happens to have at that time to attack with. It also regenerates. At the end of each round, roll 1 die. That's the number of lost endurance it regains. can never have
That's-
more than 30 endurance. It is also immune to
That's
servile enthrallment,
dangerous.
but all other spells work as normal. Every time it
Does
does
he have
damage
armor?
to someone, roll 1 die.
Does
1
it
or 2,
have
there's no
armor as
special
well?
effect. 3 to 4, we must make a
Yes,
psychic
you roll a
ability.
die and it decide what armor
May I please finish the
it has
description
at the
before
moment.
we recap?
Mm.
Every time it does damage to someone, we roll a die. 1 or 2, there's no special effect. 3 or 4, we make a psychic ability check or be paralyzed for 3 rounds. 5 or 6, we lose 1 for fighting prowess for the duration of the combat. And we cannot flee.
Good luck. Let's cure that thing fast.
Alright, so I will first stat this creature up. So the Anarch, it is called. Anarch. Let's remove that stat. Choose it a big plump number. Physical prowess of 8. Damage per blow of 3 dice 6. With an asterisk because it is special. Psychic ability is 6. Awareness is 12 because of course it strikes first. Armor rating is 1 dice 6. And endurance is 30. So we'll have to kill it quickly. Alright. Stats changed. I'll put the creature there. I'll make its stats visible. Huh. Huh. Okay. They changed the overview of D20. They actually changed it to a better... Nice place.
You mean the squares?
No, I mean that the way I update the creature stats, I don't need to switch between 2 tabs anymore. It's all in the same tab. I kind of find it nice.
Alright.
Alright. So we are in front of him, so that configuration. And all around us are walls, which I will write down in a few moments. There we go. And that's our battleground. No, actually that's not the battleground. Sorry. Need to redraw this because I was mistaken. It's that size. Alright. Alright, everyone seems to be okay. I'll add the initiative of the Anarch itself. Okay, so the Anarch will start. So Francis, you can do us the honors. Oh yeah, right, sorry. I need to set up the spells I have. I will just prepare 2 Nemesis bolts and that's it.
How much does it move?
He has an awareness of 12, so he can move up to 6 squares.
None.
Of course it is. Alright.
I mean, logically
Smart.
speaking.
No, it's perfectly logical. I have no problem with your logic. Alright, Trickster, it is your turn.
Alright, time to do some trapping.
Alright, thank you. As for me, I wonder if I should defend or just cast my spell willy-nilly. What the heck, I only live once.
I can't see the warrior. Is it normal?
That's
Oh.
because he died last game.
Oh, that's right.
You know, if he's... no comments.
Because of Axe. Alright.
Damn.
Because you literally forced me to take that axe.
Alright.
I ill-advised it, actually.
I choose to ignore my...
Always listen to the sage. He has the best idea, unless he's kidnapped by a drow of horse.
Alright. I'll cast my spell, and since I have the +1 or -1 bonus, that might be useful. I cast a level 5 spell, meaning that with the bonus, I need to have 4 or less on my die roll. That's a 6, meaning it's a fail. Sage, it's your turn. Sage, it is your turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot a magical arrow with my magical bow.
Don't forget you have +1 to fighting prowess while using that magical bow.
Yeah, and +1 for the arrow too. It's for damage.
Every dice roll, and since you're using the magical arrow, you're having +3 to damage.
All right. Let's roll that.
Is that a hit, considering your +1 that was given in the previous boon?
I have
-1.
7 of I have 7 of fighting prowess.
No, so no then. So unfortunately. Here, you went to the
Damn,
magical
one.
arrow. Please remove that from your...
Oh, sure. It's fine.
The Anarch will move next. Alright. So
If I... It's 1d6.
yeah,
I
if you
need to
attack,
roll.
you first select your target, and then you roll 1d6 to figure out how many appendages.
Enchanter with 6.
The Anarch will attack 5 times this round. 2d6, of course, and you must have 8 or less to hit.
8 or less. Okay.
Alright,
8.
that's a hit. 3d6 damage.
3d6.
Alright, that's a very good number. I go -3 for that, so 9 damage. And I must roll a die. That's just the first attack, but this one will make me lose 1 from fighting prowess. And I don't care.
For this fight. For this fight only, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
Second attack from the Anarch. That's a hit. This time 8 damage. With armor, of course. And I roll a die once again. This time I will have to make a psychic ability check or be paralyzed for 3 rounds. And
Please
I
resist.
succeed.
Good.
Third attack. That's a hit. That's 11 damage. I might die this round. Alright,
Please
let's roll
don't.
a die to figure out the effect. This time
That
another
thing is
psychic ability
dangerous.
check,
Oh.
and I still succeed. So at least we have that consistent.
Yeah, well, you still had something to heal yourself, worst case, right?
Yes, but...
Sorry, I'm getting lucky with my rolls.
Yes, he is. Another 11 damage, and there's one attack left, just to so you know. And so the effect will be nothing. This time nothing happens.
Good.
And
Please don't
last
kill
attack.
our mage.
And that's a miss.
Fail.
Trickster, could you beat it?
Fast.
Probably not, but I mean, let's take a stab at it.
Mm-hmm.
I hit.
Good. You cannot miss, at least.
You want to roll the amount of armor you'll have,
Yeah, that would be nice.
Francis?
Damn. 6 armor.
Ugh.
Alright, that still is a damage to your amorphous mass.
I cannot modify the HP.
You're supposed to be able to. Just a moment. I'll change
Would
it.
I?
There we go.
Would I suggest
You can
you
now.
take a potion? Would I suggest you take a potion and defend? Could you do that?
Well, with the amount of hit points, I would actually... Since we're doing the reckless mode, I will actually attack again. Since I'm not paralyzed.
Man, please don't die. Heal yourself, defend, survive, buy time.
It will attack me with another number of attacks anyway, next round. So if I don't kill it now, it might be difficult. Francis, you can now change the endurance.
Nemesis Bolt?
Yeah, I have one
Try to
prepared.
click on the pink button, but nothing happens.
That's weird. Well, I'll update the points myself then.
Well,
Sometimes you need to unclick it, then click it again. Like, unclick the icon, then click it again to have it work.
I will refresh.
Alright, while you do that, I'll try to kick the Anarch once again
No, can do
with
anything
a
about it.
Nemesis Bolt. And this time, I succeed. So let's see if I manage to kill it.
Do I roll anything for?
Well, your armor. You can roll your armor.
Yay.
An armor of 5. And I still do 34, which means 29 damage passed through, which is enough to kill the Anarch. But I nearly died, so at least there's that.
I'm gonna heal you. Don't
Not
worry.
yet, because I nearly broke a glass.
Good, it's not broken. That's what counts.
Yeah, exactly. But I'd still dropped it. Anyway, so let's progress further. So we managed to destroy it at some price for 23. So, by the way, it has been one fight. We only have the bonus to the dice roll. One more fight. Oh, and by the way, Trickster, you actually did one more damage because it affects all dice roll, including damage rolls. This boon.
Oh, it's fine. It still died.
Yeah, it still died. 423. That's At last, the thing falls, taking no chances. Just a moment. Taking no chances, you hack it into small pieces. In the foul-smelling blubber, you find a short golden rod with the number 100 engraved on it. Note it down on your character sheet and make sure you record the number 100 beside it. So we now have a golden rod.
So who's taking the golden rod?
I'll see if I have any space in my inventory, I guess.
I don't have any for me, sorry.
You have too many arrows, and I kind of taken most of my inventory. I could drop my sword.
I
I
could
mean,
draw.
I could drop a quiver.
Yeah, well, I could. If we ever get another interesting item, I could sacrifice a quiver. So you know.
Yeah, I'll first get rid of my sword because this one will not be useful anyway. So I'll just type in gold rod 100 and will be golden. Hey. Alright. There is no way out of here, except that you notice a small hole in the slab behind you. Inserting the rod once and pulling it out again activates the mechanism, and the slab slides up once more. You retrace your steps uneventfully back to the main chamber of colored doors. Okay, 119.
I'm gonna try to heal you.
Okay.
I mean, I think you might need it.
Yeah, absolutely. Although you cannot, well, you cannot really spend 39 endurance to just make sure I'm full health. But...
I'll spend 34 since I'm gonna get them back.
All right, and that's enough to heal us back.
Oh yeah.
That's whoops, maybe a little too
There.
much.
There you go. You don't have 72 hit points.
No, I just written a number. I thought it would stop at 45. Minus 27. There we go. Math wins. Okay. So now we must choose another door. So the red door, the blue door, the green door, or the white door.
Let's go white.
Yeah, white. White is good.
Let's go for white. 330. If you have a short rod of white steel, turn to 413. Otherwise, the handle of the door turns easily and you step through, turn to 79. Alright, 79 it is. The door reveals a large chamber of white stone, with a corridor leading off it at the far end. A lever of white steel lies in the wall beside the portal. However, it is the strange being in the center of the room which draws your attention. It is a man-shaped but difficult to make out. Its body is black, flecked with white dots, as if it were a window fashioned in the shape of a man, that opened out to the limitless night sky before you. But this window moves. It seems to absorb the light from your torches, even your very thoughts, and confuses your brain when you look too closely at it. If you have a sage in your party, turn to 419, which I will do.
We have that?
Yeah.
Damn.
You recognize the biophage from Claudius Fiorillo Forgotten Bestiary. It is a legendary creature that feeds off all life forms by absorbing the essence of life into itself, starting with thought patterns and nervous energy until the victim is drained and inert. Then it absorbs the physical body. It is known to be susceptible to heat. The spells Volcano Spray and Whitefire will do 1d6 extra damage against it. Now we turn to
Well-
410 and we fight.
I'll clearly advise you about those two spells, which are his weak points, if you wish to change them beforehand.
Well, there's the thing. Volcano Spray and Whitefire deal a pitiful amount of damage anyway, and plus 1d6 won't change a thing. So you face a shadow so deep and lightless that it seems to like a rent in reality looking through the void. It has a fighting prowess of 8, does 3d6 damage per blow, and armor gives no protection. Psychic ability of 9, awareness of 7, armor rating of 4, and endurance of 30. Also, at the start of each round, every combatant must roll psychic ability or less on 2d6 to resist its effects. If you fail, you lose 1 from fighting prowess or psychic ability if you're an enchanter for the duration of the combat only. Alright, so let's
Ouch.
do the biophage. Alright, so let's put some stat on it. So it has 30 endurance. His name is Biophage. Let's find a nice little bee to put as an icon. Physical prowess of 8, 3d6, no armor brought. Psychic ability of 9. Awareness of, again, just a moment. 7. Okay. Not very aware. An armor rating of 4. Oh, that's a very good number. Okay, so that's the biophage. The biophage will be there. I'll just set up its stats. Alright, and that will be that for the creature. While I set up the stage, Francis, could you look if you can or not update its endurance points?
Looks like I can.
Great.
Sorry.
Perhaps I should save my magical arrows for later.
Maybe. Doesn't seem to be the kind of creature that we have to be very careful about. We can blast it to oblivion,
I think I'll do that.
although at this point,
The one before was freaking dangerous, though.
yeah,
Man.
that
Ooh.
one before was not very fun to fight against. Alright, so you're here, and I am here. The biophage is right here. Alright, let's add its stun on the initiative wheel. It has 7, the same way as the sage, so that's pretty much it. Do you all see the turn order, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yes.
Alright, I still have one Nemesis Bolt prepared. I'll keep it around. And the Trickster, you start with, could you cut off its path so it doesn't just immediately runs into me? Or you can also shoot a bow and
I
arrow and expect to kill it.
I'm going to shoot an arrow.
Do remember, however, the creature has an armor of 4, meaning that your arrow will be next to worthless.
Hmm.
My arrow hits.
That is fantastic. How much damage?
It does nothing.
It does 3, so, well, not enough.
It does nothing.
That is my turn. I shall attempt the Nemesis Bolt. And I fail with the only result that could fail. That's fantastic as well. So the Sage and Biophage will act at the same time.
Well, let's see. Since the arrows are gonna be about worthless, I might go in a more personal stance with my staff. I mean, for for a change. I'm just considering now if I should use my staff technique or not, since it's a bit unreliable.
Oh gosh, sorry guys, I forgot. At the beginning of the turn, we were supposed to roll 2d6 on a psychic ability test to see if we reduced our stats.
Oh, I didn't lose any.
I didn't either.
1 point, God damn it.
Don't worry, Sage. You don't forget that all your dice roll for this fight, you can either remove or add 1.
I'll clearly add 1.
You'll remove 1, clearly.
Well, what I mean is that I'll have like the
So you succeed on your psychic ability test, is what I mean.
well, my psychic ability is 8, so yeah, no, I'll remove 1, yeah.
Yep. All right.
For sure.
So you have to decide what to do, and the biophage it has as well.
Well, I'm gonna wait for him to rush at me so I won't lose any actions.
You know that there's no.
Would I
prepared
recommend
action.
you
can-
moving
can
beside
basically roll
the
around.
enchanter?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so like this. So what? So like here?
Yes. And then that way, when it either has to move towards you and protects the enchanter, or has
I'm
to
fine.
go closer to me.
I'm fine with that.
By
I'll.
the way, it can actually run past the trickster and attack me if he wants. The reason for this is even though you cannot move when you start your turn next to somebody, you can basically run around somebody as long as you can. So
I should go in.
on a
So I
path
should go in front
figuratively.
of. I should go in front of you.
Yeah, but can't it only move 3 spaces?
4.
'Cause isn't
Not
the-
yet. 3 spaces. That is correct. It can only move 3 spaces. Yeah. That is the
Alright.
trick. Alright. Alright,
Good
so
with me.
next turn, and we all have to do the psychic
No matter
ability
what
test
I do
again.
with it, it's going to die.
So,
so-
psychic ability test once again, guys.
Doesn't matter.
Mine has succeeded.
I have succeeded.
Alright, what about you, Sage?
Hmm.
Psychic ability test, since it's the beginning of the new round.
Another psychic. Yeah.
That's a success.
Good. Yes.
So far, we've managed to avoid the leeching powers of the biophage.
Which is. I won't complain.
Alright. This time I succeed on my casting, meaning I will add 1 more to my damage, and boo! That means 34 damage, which is just enough to kill it.
Sweet. I'm glad with that.
Alright, folks, we now have made 2 fights, meaning that the +1 bonus, well, the
Up to-
1 bonus doesn't apply anymore. And that's the end of the biophage. Alright, I'll prepare another Nemesis Bolt just in case. There seems to be a boss rush team coming in. Alright. Blah, blah, blah. If you flee, if you kill it... Oh, by the way, we had the option to flee. We would have to, like, run behind us here. But we killed it, so... Sorry, I did not specify that we had the option to flee. So
No fleeing, all fighting.
The biophage lies dead before you. There's a white rod sent into the wall behind its carcass, which you instinctively grab for. It comes away in your hand. Note it in your character sheet and that it has the number 16 engraved upon it. Further on from the corridor ahead, you hear a crumbling roar of falling masonry. You hurry down it, curious as to what's caused the sound. So we now have a white rod with the number 16 on it, which means one of us will have to drop something.
Bye, Quiver.
Okay, by quiver, I guess. So you have no arrows anymore?
Yeah, my whole 2 arrows were taking up too much space.
Do you want me to perhaps give you a quiver or 2?
He has no space in his inventory. We have like too many healing items now, which feels
Never
like kind of
mind.
weird if you're still alive.
Never mind.
All right. Okay. La la la. 256, 258, 258, 258. By the way, did you know the number 1616 on your with your white rod?
Yes.
All right. The corridor opens up onto a deep chasm spanned by a thin stone bridge. A cold blast of air, fetid and damp, wafts up from the crevice. The sound you hear is of crumbling stone. The bridge is breaking apart. Every second, larger chunks of rock fall onto the bridge, fall from the bridge into the chasm where they whistle away into the silent depths. Will you head back to the Chamber of Doors or run to what bridge is left and leap out in a desperate attempt to reach the other side? Choose now, your chance is fading. So, do we leap or do we come back the way we came?
Let's leap.
Uh,
Why are you complaining, Sage? You can levitate. I will leap.
yeah, I'm complaining for the others.
I'll leap. That's alright.
All right,
We're
let's
doing
leave
the
then.
reckless run, so worst that can happen, I die.
Yeah, that's the thing, man.
You sprint forward and jump as hard and as far as you can. Your feet leave the edge of the bridge just as it crumbles to the Stygian blackness below. The other edge of the chasm rushes towards you. You strike it with bone-crushing force, and it is all you can do to cling on. After a few moments, you heave yourself out of the far lip of the chasm. You have made it! Ahead of you, a corridor widens into a chamber. You head towards it. 407. So, this time the book was very, very gentle. They did not ask for a dice roll, which is nice. So the chamber's far wall is a huge archway around which an ornate frieze has been carved. Beyond the arch is a bluish haze. The carvings are of many things: heads, geometric patterns, and other seemingly meaningless symbols. The frieze directly above the arch seems to depict some kind of game akin to chess, except that there's only 9 squares. There is nothing else of interest here, and no way out other than to step into the blue haze. 519. 519, 519. There you go. As soon as you enter the haze, you feel a surge of nausea and everything goes black. Suddenly, you find yourself back in the room of many doors. Turn to 119. Okay. So now we need to choose another door. The red door, the blue door, or the green door?
Let's go red.
Red is good. So, Sage, will you follow us on the red door?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay. 203 then. 2 door out of 5 done. Because there's an option, if we have all the rods, like the 5 rods, we have another option. So otherwise, you open the door and step through, go to 51. You step out onto a thin walkway that spans a vision of hell itself. Blasts of heated air buffet you. It's like walking into a solid wall of heat. A narrow stone walkway leads out across a pit. At the other end of the walkway is a door. Looking down, you can see roaring flames that lick upwards as if reaching for you. No, it's not only your imagination. You can make out forms moving below you. Demons gaze ravenously among the flames, and furnace-bright salamanders, winged and spouting fire through their nostrils, flap upwards. Then, to your horror, you notice men and women dressed in smoldering rags, staggering about in terror, or lying huddled amidst the fire of hell. The flames do not consume them, but from their scream it's clear that they feel the heat's searing touch. The demons and winged serpents writhe in unholy delight as they torture their victims. You shudder in revulsion and hurry on to the other side, desperate to escape this monstrous inferno. Go to 373. 373. 373. You close the door behind you, shutting out the terrible heat and the screams. Breathing a sigh of relief in the cool air, you turn to see where you arrived. You're in a long hall. Shields emblazoned with simple designs hang upon the walls. Facing you are 100 or more warriors armed with shields and axe and suits of white chain. All are bearded and scarred with many battles. You fear a fight, but instead of attacking, the warriors raise their axe in salute. The foremost of them hails you, saying, "We stand ready to protect you from your foes." Before you can ask what he means, you get your answer. The 3 large doors at the far end of the hall burst open. Through them comes 3 awesome figures, armored from head to toe in steel plate that fairly bristles with spikes and barbs. The one wields a great halberd, as red as blood, another a huge battle axe, dark as coal, and the last a great barbed sword of shining steel. The bearded warriors wheel and, as one, surge forward to attack them, but the 3 armored figure carve a swathe of blood and bone with great sweeps of their weapons. The carnage is terrible as they slaughter their way towards you. The sight of them killing all who face them fills you with dread, and you are rooted to the spot as they draw even nearer, their passage marked by a trail of bloody, dismembered corpses. The 3 harbinger of death howl in triumph as the last warrior falls beneath their inescapable weapons. Go to 315. 315. You must fight the 3 harbingers of the Red Death. Yay! Each harbinger has a fighting
Sweet.
prowess of 8, inflicted 5d6 damage per blow, have a psychic ability of 6, an awareness of 8, an armor rating of 5, and each have 35 endurance points. And at the start of each round, each player roll 1 die. On a 1 or 2, you're seized by panic and can do nothing that round. Do we have the code word sword on our character sheet?
Nope.
Nope.
So if we kill them, we can turn to 335 and we cannot flee. Okay. Let's draw the map then.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna run to the washroom.
No problem. No problem whatsoever. It won't be long anyway. It's basically just a corner room. There we go. There's my corner room. Now we can move here. And it's 1, 2, and 3. And we have 3 harbingers of that we must stat. Alright. Harbinger. Okay, so let's remove the current icon. Get them their stats. Okay, so 5d6 is a nasty amount.
Yeah, he is.
They have 6 psychic abilities, so maybe I could try this time to control one to attack the others. Maybe. That would be nice.
Good.
They have an awareness of 8, meaning they act at the same time as me. But before the sage, and they each have 35 hit points. Okay, that is a bother. Let's hope that we are enough to show them who's boss, because they're very close to us. Oh, I can have nameplates. That's nice.
I am back.
Alright, I've realized that I can now name them and show the names inside the map. Do you see the names?
see nothing at the moment.
Ah, that is sad. So you see none of the Harbinger?
I see the 3 Harbingers, I just don't see any names for them.
Do you see that at least their hit points?
Yes.
Okay. So Harbinger 1 has 8. Harbinger 2 also has 8. And Harbinger 3 will also have 8. Let's just change a little bit the size of the turn order table to have everyone in. There we go. Okay. So, Trickster, you can start.
Don't we have to roll for...
Yeah, right. We have to roll for fear first. Okay, so at the start of each round, each player rolls 1 die. You are not seized by panic, Trickster, by the way.
Okay.
I'm not seized by panic. What about you, Sage?
Sorry, sorry about what?
Roll
I'm sorry.
1 die to see if this round you are seized by panic.
Oh, 1 die 6.
Yes, 1 die 6.
Wink.
You are not seized by panic. Alright, Trickster, your round
Good.
starts.
Okay. My round's done.
Alright, so it will be the Harbinger's turn as well as mine. And since I did say that I was preparing a spell, I will try a servile enthrallment on one of the Harbingers. So just a moment, I'm just saving my changes, making sure my magic is updated. There we go. And I will try to control the Harbinger, let's say number 3. So I need to roll on the 3 or less. Did I get it? Nope, I did not get it. Unfortunate.
Francis, I don't think you can move the Harbingers that are beside me.
Yeah, no, you cannot move the Harbingers that already were beside
Oh,
you.
sorry.
So the Harbinger 1 and 2 will be there, and you have Harbinger 3 right there.
Ooh, that's a
Except if
nasty
you want to
monsters
move
there.
the Harbinger 3 in another place. Alright, good.
So the panic, is it all rounds?
Each round we have to roll for it. Alright, Sage, it's your turn.
Doesn't the Harbingers need to roll attacks?
I can
They-
attack with the first and
Yeah,
the second, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. You
Yeah.
can. You absolutely can. Sorry.
I'll try to I'll try to do a regular staff attack,
go
less
for
damage,
it.
but I
Yeah,
prefer to
1
hit.
minute. Yeah, we just determined that the Harbingers 1 and 2 need to attack first.
Ah,
Sorry.
oh damn! Oh, sorry about that. I
So
thought
this
I was
one
before them.
misses.
My bad.
By the
How
way, it's on
much
3
dice? 6?
See, it's actually on 3 dice that you must roll your attack.
5 dice 6.
You miss.
You need to roll 3
Attack.
dice 6 to hit me.
Oh.
That's a trickster. That's his whole thing. And you already
Yeah,
rolled
it's-
2 to make 8, and so whatever you roll on the third one will make you miss.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
The third one did not attack, by the way. You.
But I rolled 2 dice for the first.
Well, we already assumed that a third die would not make you hit, because you were already on the brink of your fighting ability. That's why I said that you missed.
Yeah, but I didn't roll 3 dice the first time because I forgot about that.
Okay, so you hit the second time then.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Well, we could also have kept your first roll die with 2 dice and just added a third die, which would have made you miss, and then your second roll would have missed as well. That's what I...
Oh, okay. Well, if you want to work like that, we're gonna work like that. I missed.
Your third...
I'm
Next
fine
round.
with the taking the 3 die and having the second one hit.
Yeah. At this point, it's a matter of
That's-
what everybody accepts.
That's fine. That's fine with me, really.
Alright, so
I'm okay
you
with that.
hit with the second time? So that's what you say on that?
Yes, because the
Oh,
first
yeah.
was a wrong roll.
Alright, 5 dice, 6
Anyway,
of damage.
anything at all. So
Alright, that's 15 minus 4, so 11.
Ooh, it's gonna hurt.
-5.
Oh, minus 5, sorry. So 10 damage.
yeah.
Alright,
I'll try to survive, guys. They're gonna hit hard,
so it's your turn. Well, they won't attack you.
at least. I'm gonna try to. Damn, I shouldn't do a staff technique. Too low chance to, not enough chance to hit. Nah, no. I'm gonna go with the regular attack at that point, I guess.
Hey, you've been lucky with them so far, so
3 dice and getting my fighting prowess is a bit of a big gamble, to be honest.
if you add Tiger Eyes, it will work better. But,
I need
yeah.
the mage to enchanter to cast that, though.
Yeah.
I'll go with the regular attack. I won't bet the odds here.
And you hit. Alright, 2d6 plus
2
1.
dice
damage.
6 plus 1.
So that's
well,
6,
6.
so 1 damage.
Pathetic damage, yay!
Alright. So, Trickster, it's back to you.
I am feared.
Oh, yeah, right. Beginning of a new turn. So, I am not.
Oh,
supposed to
damn.
fear.
I should have rolled that too.
Well, no, Sage, you already rolled at the beginning of the round. Now it's a new round. So, now roll. And you're
I'm not.
paralyzed with fear. Alright, so
Oh, I am?
Trickster doesn't move,
Oh.
and it's me and the Arbingers.
So
Alright,
we're all quivering, we're all pissing our pants.
Not
Great.
but the Arbinger number 3 will probably attack. And, well, the Arbinger 1 and 2 as well. So I'll try to...
Shit. Are you quivered in fear as well, Adam?
I am not, and I managed to do a successful enthrallment on Harbinger number 3. Which must now succeed on a psychic ability test to avoid being my slave.
Cross finger crossed.
Psychic ability.
On 2
How
dice.
many dice?
2 dice.
2 dice. 6.
Yeah, 2 dice 6, and you must have 6 or less to resist. That is not 2 dice. I just will check back your psychic ability, and yes, I managed to cast the spell successfully. However, each time I give you an order, your turn, you must roll 1 die 6, and on a 6, you break free from the spell. So,
Okay.
I will ask the Arbingers number 3 to attack Arbinger number 2, so you may roll 1 die to figure out if he breaks free. And he breaks free. That's why I never use serval enthrallment.
Okay, noted. It's because I read that the guy went through the 5 books and used Entrail on the first book on whatever beast he fought. But the creature misses his turn, so yeah, it's good in
well,
a way.
I
I'm
It
happy for
specifies
us.
it on the
5
spell
dice 6
itself.
is deadly.
If
I'm
it
happy.
hits,
Oh, fuck yeah. It will eventually hit, you know.
Okay,
like this,
like this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So
I'm
that's
rolling.
7 damage on the Trickster.
Oh, man. Hang in there, buddy.
Alright.
3 dice, 6
Harbinger
to
number 2.
hit.
That one
That's
misses.
a miss.
Yeah. The number
Miss,
3,
miss,
since he
miss.
broke free from my spell, what does he do?
What?
Oh, no, damn. He broke free.
Oh, he can
No.
act?
Oh yeah, it doesn't say he loses his turn.
So I'm going to roll a dice of 1 die 4 to decide who I hit. Or should I...
You
Should I
get to
be fair
decide.
with you guys, or should I be
Nope, be completely biased.
Hey,
completely
you
biased?
get to decide, man.
Yeah, well, attack this sage.
Oh, that's a new
Oh,
thing.
shit, no. Please don't.
Well, if he manages to kill you,
You're an old man. You can take a hit.
Oh.
alright, that's 13 minus your armor. I think it's
Uh,
over 3, so 10
It's
damage.
at 10 damage. It's an ouch.
It's an ouchie,
Ouch.
yes, it is.
Yeah.
And you can heal yourself with potions, so
I don't have
cannot
any.
do that.
I don't have any on me, my man. It's gonna use
And
them of
whose
my party
fault
members,
is
but
that to
yes.
fill his entire
At least.
inventory with nothing but arrows? They barely do
Arrows.
anything
It matters.
anymore to monsters.
Arrows everywhere.
You can still heal me with your potions. I mean, if you ever need to.
That is if
Point
I'm
taken.
adjacent to you, and I don't think I can move right now.
That's a point.
It's your turn, Sage.
Sage is stunned.
Oh yeah, right. He's stunned.
Wow.
So beginning of a new round. So everyone rolls for fear. So Trickster breaks out. I now stumble into panic, and Sage is still panicked. So Trickster, you're the only one moving this round.
God damn
All
it.
right, I'm going to attack the Harbinger to my right.
All right.
God damn
I
it.
hit.
Good, man. Good. Kill them all.
How much do they have as armor?
It has 5 for armor.
Ooh.
So you said the right.
Yes.
By the way, I put a
That's-
marker on me and the sages to figure out the fear thing.
9 damage. So this minus 9 equal 26.
There you go. It's the Arbinger's turn, and they will have no resistance for the rest of the round.
Man, this guy are like Azure dragons in Heroes of Might and Magic 3.
Dude, they're strong, my dude. They're strong.
All right. You still need to roll 3 dice in order to hit the Trickster, however.
Yeah, I know.
So that's a miss.
I miss,
That's a miss.
and I miss again. Wow, 2
And
times 14.
do you still hit the
And-
sage on the other one?
Yep.
And that's a hit.
No.
That's a
You're
total
the squishier target.
Yep, that's a 30 damage counting armor.
All right.
Well, we resolved that. Let's roll again to see if we keep our fear.
Well, minus
I
13.
still am panicked, by the way. Next
Oh.
round. Sage, could you roll for panic? And you're not panicked anymore, so I will remove the marker for you. It is still the Trickster's turn.
All right, let's try to hit the Harbinger to the right again.
Yeah,
I hit.
good.
Of course you do.
That's 17, which is great. That's
That's nice.
that's very good damage.
That's real nice.
Minus
12.
12.
I'm gonna try to.
Well, it's not your turn. It's the Arbinger's turn.
It's never your turn. You all stun.
Well, technically, he is no longer.
Well, then defending don't abide to anything in this fight. That's noted. It's good to know.
Yay! I've hit the stinky rogue.
Okay,
Ow.
that's a huge amount of damage. Alright, alright. That's good, that's good. Let's continue. That's still a hit. Let's go ahead. The Trickster is not feeling so good.
Yeah, no wonder.
Alright. You keep bashing on the sage with the last one.
Yep.
And that's a hit. For 11 damage, which is not enough to kill him, but that's close.
Yeah, right. I could count myself killed already,
We
but
might
I'll
actually
try
see
what
the
I
end
can.
of this adventure, and we'll have to go back and revive the warrior.
Yeah, I guess. So what? 6? No, minus 3. No,
8.
it's 8.
damage.
Uh,
Alright. So, let's continue then. Alright, so the Arbingers have done that. I'm panicked. You Sage, you can move now.
I need to defend for that, so it's a bit useless, right?
Well, you can defend. If you
Yeah,
don't
but I
die.
mean, yeah, but if I defend, he will still won't have the 3 dice on the next round, right?
Yes, you will, because it's until the beginning of your next turn, which means that even if you're panicked, you're still benefiting from the defense.
I'll try to buy that time then. The best I can do, I'll defend.
Alright, that's the next round then. Let's roll for panic. And I'm no longer panicked, which is great. I love not being panicked.
I'm panicked.
Oh, that's fun. The Sage,
I'm not.
you're fine. I'll just put the panic button on the Trickster. So, Harbingers, it's your turn as well as mine. So I will try to attempt a spell of a Nemesis Bolt on the Harbinger next to me and the Sage. Because there are 2 Harbingers on the Trickster, and he's about to die, and our other Harbinger is closer to me, so I'll attempt. This time I need to have 4 or less, and that's a success. Let's roll damage.
Sweet man. Sweet man.
Well, it probably
Please-
won't be enough
please
to kill
roll
him,
high.
however.
Still, it's not
So 30
not
damage.
to be scoffed at.
So, well, 25 on Harbinger number 3.
25 is still 25.
At least I will have done something from that fight.
Yeah.
Alright. The Harbingers can do whatever they please. That's a miss.
Yes.
That's a miss.
Good.
Yes.
And on the Sage again.
3 for me. 3 for me, man. I defend.
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
that's true.
sorry,
You take the
sorry about
Sage's
that.
defending.
5. Sorry.
Well, you still hit, and let's consider the previous damage to be fine. Anyway, he's dead.
Okay.
Wait. Does he hit me or not? I'm all confused.
He hits you.
Yeah,
because
he hit
the
you.
dice to go to 5, so he still hits with less of your defense.
Alright.
So,
I die. It's fine
bye-bye.
for me. Damn it.
Alright, so...
It's a hard fight.
Yeah, it is.
Even with a warrior, it would be a hard
Well,
fight.
we would have one more meat shield, let's just say.
Yeah.
Alright. And I would be safely tucked away there, by the way, if that was the case. Just to let you know. Okay, new round, new fear. I'm not panicked. You are not
I am not panicked.
Good.
Alright, that's great. So, Trickster, you can have your final... hurrah.
Attack the right one.
That's a hit.
It hits.
Oh, you missed one there by 1 end.
Oh no, please. No.
That's so bad.
It's minus 13. I still have 1 HP.
Alright, Harbingers, let's see if you hit.
I'm gonna fail horribly.
That's a fail. That's a hit. So, Trickster might be dead. And yes, he is. Oh gosh, I'm in trouble.
No shit,
okay,
Sherlock.
Okay, let's just figure this out. I cannot flee.
It's
I
not
cannot teleport
Sherlock.
away.
It's
Let's just assume
dead
I
meat.
lost, right? That's fair.
Oh wait, you don't want to take an obliterating hit?
I will take several.
I would have watched you die.
Okay, now let's see me suffer. Harbinger number 3, let's attack me.
okay.
Harbinger number 3, let's go. Let's make it snappy.
Do you have fear or not?
I don't have fear, but I must spend my round preparing another Nemesis Bolt, by the way. So that's what I will do.
Where are you now?
I'm
Oh,
just here.
you're over there. Okay. Move this one over there.
You used both of your Harbingers to hit the Trickster this round.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
You
yeah, I
have
forgot
one
about
left to
the
hit,
number
however.
3. Oh, okay.
Alright, you hit. That's a 22 damage, which I reduced by 3. So minus 19. There we go. Already there. And I prepared the spell like I said. So, now, next round. Do I panic? I do not panic. So, I'll try to kill the number 3, but the number 3 will still have 1 attack roll against me before he dies. And I managed the spell, which means I will probably... Yes, I certainly kills the Harbinger number 3, but for the moment, let's make him...
Missed. He's dead.
Okay, so he's dead. Great. The 2 others may move however they want.
Yep.
Alright, so since I cast the spell, I'll just put his shit back. And then the next round comes in, and I will roll to see if I panic. I do not panic. Alright. I will prepare a spell while the 2 Harbingers basically wail on me. By the way, the spell I prepare is White Fire.
Okay.
So 18 minus 3, so minus 15. Alright, second Harbinger. And that's a miss.
Missed.
Okay. Well, they missed. Nice.
They have 8 fighting progress, I think.
Yep, they have 8.
Yeah.
Alright. I will... next round, so I roll for panic. I do not panic, and I'll see if I'll take a second Harbinger with me, which means automatic hit on my spell, even on a 6. And I will roll 2 dice 6 plus 2 for damage. And do I kill the Harbinger on the top? Yes, I do. So at least I'll have taken 2 with me. But the Harbinger, number 1 and 2, still have their attack rolls this round, so I will dodge.
Does he take damage?
He does take damage, Harbinger number 1, but since you're on the same initiative roll as I do, at the same initiative turn, he can still attack.
Oh, yeah. He still attack.
Oh, you missed.
Miss.
Yay. That's nice. So the second one?
Fear.
No, the second Harbinger, does he...
Oh, the second one. Oh, I forgot. Sorry about that.
No problem. And this one hits. I think I'm
this
dead,
one
but
doesn't
let's spread it
miss.
out. Exactly what it needs to kill me, so I'm dead. There we go. Harbinger number 2 succeeds. That was a hard fight, but...
Good luck, Trickster.
I'm actually...
We
That was
believe
beautiful.
in you.
Yeah, I'm actually quite proud
We
of
believe
myself
in-
for killing 2 of them. Well, I was helped by my fallen comrades, but
I'm a bit sorry I wasn't much help in this fight, though.
it's okay, it's okay.
It's a hard fight. But I've been thinking, shouldn't you have used the white road on the white door?
No, because I did not have the white rod. Before
I mean the gold rod. You had the gold and you had the white, I think.
Yep.
Because
But they're
you were
not
trying to
useful
do the
unless we
red
collect
one.
all 5.
But can't you? Oh, you can't reopen the door.
Well, we could try. There's the option of trying again. I don't know what will happen, however.
Oh, so
We have the
I
option of
presume
trying to
something
go...
good's happen if you have all 5 rods.
Yeah, there's literally an option. When we go back to the room, it says if you have all 5 rods, go to that paragraph.
Okay, there's a good. Okay, there's probably good stuff that we don't want to miss if we.
All right.
a 5 rods.
Andre, I think I made you note down a checkpoint of some kind.
Paragraph 74.
Paragraph 74, in which we started going in the past. First, we'll do a small pause as we reset our stats, and we'll get back to you after that. So we are back. Okay, we're now back to a team of 4. We're
Yay.
not musketeers,
Oh,
but
that's,
we're
that's a
musketeers,
good
but we're the closest around to it. So we have decided to go back in time after the fighting with the axe-wielding riders, black riders. But instead of picking the axe, the warrior will just decide to flee in the woods with us. That's basically the change. So we are at that moment.
No picking the axe. Bad idea.
Yes.
All right.
Considering what they did when we were fighting them, that was a red flag.
Yeah, total red flag. Okay, so you run for an hour or so, just managing to keep ahead of the Black Riders. Okay, so we get injured in the woods because of the vines and brambles, so 1d6 endurance damage each. So, Trickster gets nothing, I get 2 damage. Well, you're no longer in Harbinger, by the way.
Sorry.
It's okay. You get no damage because you're in armor. As for the Sage, just roll
Yeah.
1d6 for the damage done by the vines and brambles in the forest. Alright.
Does it count armor?
It counts armor. Well, it doesn't say doesn't, by the way. It just said.
Well, then no damage on my part.
Okay. So we go to the clearing and we have the cottage that we stopped to before. So we can go and speak to the cottager that will most likely give us items to beat the trolls and other perilous dangerous stuff, or we could just go
Mhm.
ahead.
To the cottage.
To the cottage.
All right.
Cottage
Since
it
we know a
is.
little bit of our past, it will be a little smaller. All right. So they mention that the statue of Lady of Time is taken from Black Ribbon Castle up there. Okay. So there's the Wadwoos, the giant Snorid, etc., etc. And okay. Okay, so the cottagers, after telling us of the many dangers that plague this land, will give us some holy powder that can take an inventory spot. So do we take it?
Yeah, sure.
It will help us against the ogres. So who has some spot in its inventory to add that?
But I could ditch the crimson gem for it.
Oh, I
mean,
could ditch my sword. That at this point I don't. Oh, actually, I already had the holy powder noted. Sorry, I have that still for some reason. So I'll take it since I have one spot in my inventory. It's
Okay.
Alright, it's alright. Okay, so we go to holy powder, then we go to 69. Sorry if I'm not getting as narrative. I just want for us to advance as much as we can.
Man, it's fine.
So,
It's fine.
okay, so we go up the mountain and we come across new and old boots. We were warned by the cottager that the new boots were put there by a witch that put a curse on them to wake up the giant. So we can basically just avoid taking them, I guess.
Yep.
Even though they are worn and weather beaten.
Yeah.
By the way,
Let's
we
ignore the
skipped a
boots.
fair amount of paragraph, and I noticed that we're not all full health. If the sage could do like 3 heal attempts, that would be nice. And do remember, however, that you do not yet have the +1 to heal prowess that was given.
We get back eventually.
Yeah, you'll get it back eventually. Because we'll kill the mage for it to have his power.
Yes. Would die a brutal death, if I may add.
Yeah, it was a gruesome and timely death.
Mainly it was overkill, I'd say,
Oh.
but yeah.
How much did you spend?
I spent 3.
Alright, so you get back 15, so you can take 3 and distribute 12 amongst us. So I guess 2 for me and 10 for the warrior.
Yeah, sounds about right for me.
Which makes us
Thank
full.
you, there, sir.
Alright, so we will not take new boots, so 392. Alright, continue on your way. Each player lose 1 endurance point because they have foot cramps and other related foot damage. Because we have worn out boots. So 1 damage each.
Oh, 1 damage each.
Yep.
All right. Can live with that.
Alright, so then we go to 457. 457. We continue up towards the Black Ridge and we get ambushed by ogres. So we have holy powder and I will use it. So just a moment, I will now remove it from my inventory to reduce the amount of ogres. And there we go. So we can move now to 461. And the ogres choke on it, and there's only 3 remaining. So we will start the fight with that. For those that don't remember, which includes me, the ogres have a fighting prowess of 5, inflict 3d6 damage per blow, psychic ability of 6, awareness of 5, number rating of 2, and they each have 25 endurance points. Okay, so let's 2115. All right. Let's make the battle map. So first of all, I will stat the ogres. Won't take long. So ogres. Physical prowess of 5. 3d6 per blow. Psychic ability of 6, awareness of 5. So they kind of sucky. They have an armor rating of 2, which is not nothing. And they have each 25 of endurance. There we go. Now I note down their attributes here. Okay. So that is good. Now I will draw the map. Let's do it polygon style. 2, 1, 1, 5. There we go. Alright, so the first ogre that we'll call ogre 1, it will be here. I'll just have to put you away for a moment. There's a second ogre there, and a third ogre there. As for the warrior placement, the warrior is currently here. The trickster will be here. The sage is here, and the enchanter is a coward, which is in the back. Okay, so we have that. Now let's just put the visible stats on the bars of each ogre. Visible to everyone. So now do you see the name of the first ogre? Just by curiosity.
Nope, still don't see no names.
I see just O with no life bars.
Okay. You're supposed
Yeah.
to see the light bar.
It's like Cheerios but uglier.
Do you have the life bar?
I see one of them.
Okay. Just a moment, I'll update. Because
Now I see two of them.
Okay. Why can't you see that one? Ah, okay. That because I just did not change that setting.
I'm not sure. Not sure why.
So it's okay. Now you're supposed to see it.
Ah.
Alright. So I'll add the turn for the ogres. And I'll try not to mess up with them. Alright. Alright. So, we'll start, I guess. So, Trickster, you can start. The ogres are here.
Oh, let's attack the ogre to my left.
Which means
I hit.
You sure now that you do realize there's one space between you and the ogre, right?
No, because I see my in a different spot.
It's here.
I was not there.
Okay. That's weird.
So I guess I will move over.
Okay. That's weird because I placed you there. Anyway, warrior, it is your turn.
Should I move over here to cover?
And the sage will move before you. That is if once.
Oh. I mean, where are you going, Sage? I'm gonna move over there. I'm thinking I can take a blow or two.
Alright.
Good question.
Well, on my end, while you think about that, Sage, I will attempt to Nemesis Bolt the ogre number 3, the one at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Do I succeed? Nope, that's not a success for my first attempt. So that's your turn, Sage.
Don't you have 2 attempts to cast spell?
I no longer have the mask since book 4.
Oh, that's true. All right. I'll shoot an arrow then on the one between the warrior and the trickster.
Okay, ogre number 2 then. Let's attempt
Yep.
it.
So regular arrow on his arse.
Yep, and does that hit?
Yeah.
Yep. And,
There you go.
Oh, 6 damage. -2 because of their armor. But still, 4 damage.
Oh, that's fine.
That is very fine.
4 damage is 4 damage. I'm secured and I can spend the arrows because I'm clearly missing arrows.
Alright, so ogre number 1 will attack the warrior because he doesn't really have a choice. and misses. The ogre number 2 will attack the warrior and misses. The third one will attack the trickster and miss. Alright, so that's the ogre's turn. Trickster, back to you.
I will attack the one that is below me. It hits.
That's for 8
what's my
damage.
fighting bonus? Bonus of 9.
Alright.
Okay.
Warrior, you
I will
are...
attack the one in front of the trickster
Okay.
because it sounds funny. So I hit. How many dice do I have again?
2d6 plus
Sorry,
5.
I'm getting back in character.
No, it's okay. You've been
2
monster
dice
for-
6 plus 2. So
You were too used to play the enemy.
yeah, I think. So that's 3 damage.
That's
then
actually
another-
7, so 5.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I had 2. Yeah, so that's 5.
Alright. On my
Then
end, I shall attempt a
another-
second attempt.
Another attack because I can
Ah,
attack
yeah,
a,
you're right,
a
you
second
attacked twice.
time.
That was my bad. Okay, and
7.
7 damage more. That's nice. On my
Don't
end,
forget, I can use 2 swords.
Yep, yeah, I did forget that. You were dead for too long, friend. Alright.
Yeah.
I will attempt to cast a
It's
spell on
good
the
to
ogre
be
that's
alive.
not yet injured. So let's see, on a 4 or less I get it. And that's a 4, yay. So, let's roll for that damage, that juicy damage, and that's an ogre that we won't see or hear of again. So, I now upgrade my magic psychic ability by 1 because I cast the spell. Sage, it's your turn. Sage?
Yep, I'm gonna shoot the same one.
This number 2, the one that's most injured, correct?
Should I shoot the one that's? I don't know because I won't be able to finish him off. So no, I'll shoot the one that is the other one that is just
Below the trickster?
yeah, beside the trickster. Yeah, so I'll do that. Yeah,
That's a miss, I think.
yeah, it is.
Unfortunate. The ogre's turn is now afoot. One of them will attack the trickster and miss by 1 point. The other one attacks the trickster and hits. That's surprising. Okay, inflicting 9 damage. Minus 5, of course. Alright, so the ogre's turn has ended. It is now back.
I will attack the one below me.
Okay,
It hit.
inflicting 10 damage. Alright. It's been inflicted. Warrior, your turn. Okay, that's
Yes.
Yep, that's a hit. Clearly doing a lot of damage, so 8. It's nearly dead, so try to hit a second time, I guess.
Yeah, I know. Dead.
And yep, absolutely, that's one dead ogre. Alright, my turn. I shall prepare another Nemesis Bolt, but it's mostly for like a next encounter because I will let you finish it off. Sage, it's your turn. Do you want to spare an arrow, or do you want to...
Yeah, I'm gonna. I won't. I'm just gonna keep my arrows then because I won't be able to kill him.
Alright then. So the ogre will have one last shot on the trickster and manages to miss for him. It is back to you, trickster. And that's the end
I
of
think
the
it died.
ogre threat. Okay. Life is so much easier with a fourth partner.
Yeah.
And when the ogres are not rushing the enchanter.
Yes.
Alright, 193. Let's see what the future holds. And that will be interesting because we did not take the time to investigate the tower itself. We went straight for the boss, which we might be rewarded by more exploration next time. Okay, so ogres A large black stone keep rises from the center of the courtyard. Its gates are open. You enter. 484. By the way, one paragraph has passed, so if the trickster would be savvy enough to heal us, that would be great.
Oh
Why would
yeah,
I heal?
I'll do that. No problem.
Why would you say the trickster to heal?
Sorry, I
Yeah.
misspoke.
The sage.
The sage.
Well, I get them back.
Yeah, that is correct. You do get them back.
Here, Trickster, have 3 hit points. There you go.
Okay.
Alright.
I can live with that.
Okay, so we are now inside the fortress, and that's when this thing has become interesting because we can now choose different options. You climb up the stone step, the door shut behind you with a hollow clang. You hear the fluttering of bat wings, ahead is darkness. To the left is a stairway down to the cellar, and to your right a door. Before you can decide on your next move, you hear the sound of a door opening and shutting in the dark ahead. This is followed by a clump of heavy footsteps. Last time we went to the noise up ahead. Do we now go to the stairs to the left, or to the door to the right? Or do we still go up ahead?
I say we go right.
Okay.
Let's go for a ride then.
Warrior, you agree with that?
Yeah,
Alright.
let's try something different.
Let's go to the door to our right then. 474. By the way, it's another paragraph done, so... Sage, if you want to do your magic.
Huzzah! Look at my fingers. My beautiful magical fingers.
Alright.
Doo-boo-doo-boo-doo-boo-doo.
You managed to
Magic
make
was
back
done.
6 points. You should
So
probably...
6 points.
Yeah,
So
just give them to yourself. We all have more endurance
all
than
right,
you.
there we go.
Alright, you go through the door on your right. It opens up to a long room, well lit by ornate silver lanterns hanging from the ceiling. The walls on either side are hung with many portraits of people who appear to be ancestral lords of Black Ridden Castle. At the other end of the room is another door. One picture stands out from the rest, for it depicts a black-robed creature seated on an iron throne. Its face is hideous, a demonic visage of twisted features and bristling fangs which seem to irradiate a baleful evil. Its maw gapes open as it is a silent scream. From its robe, 4 chitinous arms extend skywards. So, if there's a sage in the party, turn to 199. Once again, sage is useful. By the way, we just moved from another paragraph, so sage, if you want to try again.
Healing, healing, I'm gonna heal. Heal my body member. Doo-doo-doo-doo, what's up? Well, I spend 2, so I get times what? 3, 4?
5.
5,
Times
10. Yeah, so
So
there you go.
3 to
10 hit points, so 7 across all of you.
Okay, so yeah, we are all healed. Okay.
That's good.
Okay,
Thank you.
there we go. You recognize the demon portrayed from an incantatory tome, the indigenous of realms of demon. It is Onaka, lord of the timeless waste, the one who spits. He is a demon known to be called upon by the true Magi. So at this point we have 3 options. Either the enchanter is here and wants to inspect the painting with magic, or otherwise, if any player wants to examine the painting more closely, they should turn to 536. If not, you can only go through the door at the far end of the room. So do you want me to do some kind of detect magic incantation?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alright, I'll attempt. You cast detect enchantment of the painting. It is charged with demonic sorcery. It would be a good idea to steer well clear of that portrait. Okay. Do you want to inspect the painting now that I've determined it is imbued with demonic energy?
Yep, sure.
You really want to?
Maybe not. No, I'll pass. Last time the plates were a bad idea.
Okay. Alright, so we can only go through the door then. 304. The door opens on a small gallery that overlooks a large banqueting hall. As soon as you step out onto it, you are greeted by raucous sounds of merriment. Looking over, you see a long oak table heaped with fine viands and flagons of golden wine. Seated at the table are many revelers, their faces smiling and flushed with wine. They are dressed magnificently, but in clothes of a style of great antiquity. Indeed, it seems a mixture of styles and cultures. All of the talking, laughing celebrants are fair to look upon, each enjoying the full bloom of youth. There are about 50 of them, and at the head of the table sits a sumptuously dressed man who wears a golden crown on his head. Servants dart around like bees at a flower, constantly tending to the needs of the guests. No one has noticed your arrival. So will we go down the stairs or go head back through the portrait room to the entry hall of the keep? That's a choice. So do we go down the stairs or go back to the portrait room?
Down
the
the stairs.
Yeah, down the stairs.
Okay. Warrior, you agree with that?
Yes, let's go down the stairs.
You reach the bottom of the stairs before you are noticed. A sudden pall of silence descends like a moldering blanket. People turn to stare at you in surprise, but the crowned man at the head of the table merely smiles a slow smile of greeting. Instantly, the rest of the guests break into loud chatter, laughing and calling greetings to you. Just then, a torch in a bracket beside you on the wall sputters, causing a brief surge of bright light to flare before your eyes. In that instant, it seems to you that the people in the room take on the appearance of old and doddering age, but then all is as it was. A trick of the light, or a glimpse of underlying reality. The man at the head of the table stands and speaks in a deep, bass voice. Welcome, traveler, to our home. Welcome. Please, join us in what we fondly call the banquet of eternal dreams. Several of the celebrants smirk or titter into their hands at this. I am Baron Vorto, Lord of Blackridden Castle, and it is our custom to freely invite all wayfarers who visit at this time to join us. Come, sit, make merry, and tell us of your tale. Servants rush forward and prepare places near the Baron, laying out plates of enameled gold and utensils of patterned silver. You realize how hungry you feel at the delicious smells of the banqueting table waft through your nostrils. The food looks spectacular. Will you sit with Baron Vorto, or say that you cannot tarry here? I feel a little doubt at the name of the Banquet of Eternal Dreams. I just don't trust that.
That seems like a way to sleep eternally.
Either that, or there are people that cannot move away from the table and must eat and chatter forever.
Sounds like a trap.
Well, either way, I vote that we do not sit with Baron Vorto.
I vote the same. I don't trust them.
What about you, Trickster? Are you too hungry to think?
I think we can avoid this.
Okay. What about you, Warrior? You want to sit at banquet table?
No.
Okay. As you wish, shrugs the Baron. He looks disconsolate, and a shadow of sorrow passes over the faces of his guests, more heartfelt than it could be reasonably expected under the circumstances, even out of extreme politeness. You go back up the stairs, to the gallery, and into the Hall of Portraits. So 402.
Maybe we should have.
Maybe we should
I don't know.
have, but I don't know. I did not trust it. Passing.
Considering everything is trying to kill us.
We kind of know the Baron is not the Lord of Blackridden Castle because of the cottage that we visited before. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So passing through the halls of portrait, you walk back to the dark and shadowy entrance of Blackridden Castle. If you have a homunculus, turn to 456. If not, read on. Will you go deeper into the shadow of the keep ahead of you, or go down the stairs to the cellar if you have not already explored that way? I'd say we go to the cellar.
Sounds good. To the cellar we go.
To
Okay.
the cellar we go.
Anybody against? Okay, so we descend the stairs.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
They open out into a low cellar lined with several large oaken barrels. The first player in the battle order should attempt to roll their awareness or less into die 6. So, Warrior, Try to roll for your awareness on 2d6.
Awareness. My awareness is 8. So 2d6.
And that's a success. Well, let's go to 110.
Yay!
Let's see if what we spot. You notice some tracks in the dust of the cellar floor which end at the face of one of the large barrels. Closer inspection reveals a hidden lever that opens the front of the barrel. Beyond is a narrow passage. Do we go down the passage or do we leave the cellar?
Through the passage.
That seems interesting.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
So the corridor opens out into a small secret laboratory. Vials and retorts clutter a workbench that lines the wall, but they are dusty and cracked, long since unused. A tall jar of nacreous milky liquid catches your eyes. Suspended in it is a small winged homunculus. As you approach, it stirs, opening one eye. Little embryonic hands that fill you with a peculiar revulsion start beating at the glass that imprisons it. A thin, bubbling voice says, "Long I have waited this day. Release me, and I will bestow upon you treasures beyond your imaginings." The homunculus continues in wheedling tones, offering all sorts of plainly impossible bargains in return for his release. At last it falls silent, but not before claiming to have knowledge of parts of the Citadel of Spite. Eventually, you agree to release the homunculus when and if it provides some information that would prove of use to you. Note the homunculus down on your character sheet. There is nothing else of interest here in the cellar, so you return to the main entry hall of the keep. So, do we keep him as an item, or do we just keep him around? It doesn't say. It says to note it down our character sheet. Does it say as an item or not? What do you say?
I
guys?
say it's not an item.
Okay.
It's more like a.
Do you let me note down the homunculus? It's kind of a wizard
Yeah.
thing, I think. Okay, so none item. So homunculus. Alright. And I save. Then I have my homunculus. Alright, go. Turn to 255. Okay. By the way, just so you know, I never went across that homunculus. I never actually encountered that creature. So that's nice. It's something new. Okay. So leaving the cellar behind, you re-enter the darkened hall at the entrance of the keep. Will you go deeper into the shadows of the keep, or go through the door to your right? So basically, do we return to the banquet hall, or do we go to the shadows to meet with the ebony warrior?
I mean, I guess we go to the shadows.
Didn't it say something about a homunculus?
Yeah, we are now followed by a homunculus. Are you talking for the banquet hall?
Yeah, if I recall, there was a paragraph with the.
Just a moment.
I don't know, a.
I'll just check
Thing about-
for the previous paragraph that we went through if they mentioned a homunculus, but I don't think it is that moment that we are here. Maybe on the when we are back at Spite. No, at this point, there's no mention of the homunculus in the banquet hall.
Okay.
So, do we go and meet the demon lord of the place?
Oh yeah, Demon Lord's Fawn sounds fun and dangerous.
Yeah, why not? When we're here for that. Let's
Sounds
make
good
him
to
that
me.
snapping sound.
Okay, further into the depths of the keep, you find another door. Beyond it lies some stairs up, which will lead to the main chamber at the top of the keep. You must go up them to finish your quest. Go to 412. Oh, so we do not meet the thing. You come to a small landing through a secret door at the top of the stairs. There are no other ways out other than through a set of large double doors of beaten copper. You try them and they swing open easily on oiled hinges. Do we have the code word orb? O-R-B.
No.
No, no, I think not. Let me check, but I'm pretty sure not. We got Tableau under Nexus, Glimpse, Chirograph, and Gillid. So no Orb, no.
Okay. You step through the double doors. You come into a large baronial hall. Its wall hung with emblazoned shields and crossed weapons. Far end of the hall is a huge iron throne, on which sits a black-robed figure. Its hood is thrown back, revealing a twisted demonic visage of Stygian horror, a nightmare face of glowing eyes and glistening fangs. From its robe, 4 kitten's arms extend out, and as it stands, you see the cloven hooves beneath the hem of its robe. Behind the throne, in an alcove set into the wall, shines the refulgent glow of the statue of Our Lady of Time. Beside this throne stands another strange being, presumably the servitor of that which sits on the throne. It is ebon in color, inlaid with a thin gold tracery, as if of marble, but this is no statue. At its head, moved to track your progress, its black skin glitters in your torches like metal. Its face is uniformly perfect, the uncanny beauty that is unnerving in its unnaturalness. The eyes are twin orbs of shimmering gold. The apparition on the throne whispers in a voice like the whistling wind. I am Onoka, lord of the timeless wastes, and I have been set here by the true Magi to guard this idol. You have come to wrest it from me, as your thoughts so easily rifled tell me, and so you must die. He gestures to a black automaton at his side. Its head moves to inspect you, and then it strides forward, Onaka close behind. You must fight them. Okay, so we are on the fight against Onaka and the Ebon warrior. So we did not have the opportunity to kill the Ebon warrior first. Okay. Alright, let's set up the fight then. So first, we will set up the fighter, then the trickster, then the sage, and finally the enchanter. So next, I'll set up this thing. So 2, 7, 7, 7, 2. Alright, let's get that done. Just make sure. There we go. So 2, 7, 7, 7, 2. There we go. This one has been put. Now I'll need to put Onaka's statistics. So Onaka itself has a physical prowess of 8, as most people are now. Its damage per blow will be 4d6. He has a psychic ability of 9 and awareness of 9, the same as the trickster. An armor rating of 4 and 40 endurance points, which is big. Alright, so let's update this and then set him up on the battle mat. So Onaka will be 2 squares away from the warrior. And then let's make that scene to everyone. Saved. So Onaka is here. Let's add him to the initiative tracker. Right there at the top. If I'm not mistaken, the Ebon automaton is quite a force to be reckoned with. He has a physical prowess of 9, 3d6 damage per blow, psychic ability of 12, awareness of 12, armor rating of 7, and 70 endurance points. Which is a very hard deal for us. Alright. So here are the special rules. Onaka will do one of 3 things each round depending on the die roll. On 1 or 2, he attacks the nearest opponent with 2 or 4 arms. This count as 2 separate attacks with a fighting prowess of 8 against one target, each doing 4d6 damage. And 3 and 4, he spits acid as a randomly determined target. Works as archery, but does 3d6 plus 6 damage. And on 5 or 6, he casts a spell. He doesn't need any special preparation time. He's considered to have whatever spell he likes already in mind. You can roll a die to determine the spell and then target, if applicable. Alright, and then the Ebon Automaton will attack in melee each round, and every other round, instead of attacking, the automaton will release bolts of energy from its eye at the character furthest from it.
Oh fuck! Not that fight.
This count
Oh
as
no!
archery and
Flashback
does
from the
6
war.
damage.
Not so bad.
So you cannot flee from that fight, so let's get that done. So the first turn will go to the Ebon Automaton, which will target the Trickster, which is fine because at this point it makes it a little easier for us since he needs to roll 3 dice to hit.
How much armor did he have so I know who I can shoot my arrow at?
Probably none of them because the Onaka has 4 and Ebon Automaton has 7.
I'll try, I guess, staff techniques
So
then.
the Ebon
That's the
Automaton
best.
will attempt to target the Trickster. So he add... I'll just keep myself a tracker, like a red tracker, saying he attacked in melee. Onaka will move... actually, Onaka will roll a die for him to figure out what he does. That is a 6, meaning he will attempt to cast a spell. The spell he will attempt to cast is... Mists of Death. So what does Mists of Death do again? So Mists of Death is a level 3 spell that make everyone lose 2d6 endurance if they fail a psychic ability roll. Alright, so let's see. Is he able to cast a spell? That's a fail. So he does not cast a spell. So Anika's turn is ended. It's the Trickster's turn now.
I will defend.
Oh, you will defend. Oh, for 4 dice for the Ebon Automaton next turn if he decides not to... well, when it's... You do remember that the Ebon Automaton will use his ray next turn, right?
Yes, I know what I'm doing.
Okay. And by the way, he will target the Enchanter, because he must release his rays at the character furthest from it. So, you still don't change your mind?
I keep my answer the same.
Alright, that's great. You're
Should I go for Anoka?
If you want to.
Or should I try to kill the robot? Or
That's actually your choice. I won't influence in that if both are good choices of requiring beatdowns.
yeah, but I'm trying strategy with you guys. It's just
I
Mm.
actually don't know which would
Perhaps
be a better...
perhaps we should beat the demon faster since he has less endurance. I don't know.
What about
do you
you go
think?
towards him and I will cast a spell towards Onaka. And if I manage to injure him, you could probably kill him fairly easily. Sounds good?
So what did the spell did?
The spell failed.
Oh, his spell failed.
Yeah, his spell failed.
Okay.
What
But
about
it
this?
did-
I will attempt to injure Onaka, and then you can determine what you want to do. So I will attempt a Nemesis Bolt, so I need 3 or less. That's
Sounds
a 4,
good.
and it means I missed. That's unfortunate. Alright, so...
Move forward.
Alright, Sage, it is your turn.
Hmm.
What do you want to do? Go next to Onaka, go next to the Ebon Warrior.
I wouldn't have enough movement to move next to him, but I could
You
prepare
would
though.
have. It's 3k, it's
Really?
3 squares up. You have exactly 3 squares of movement.
I'll then do that. I'll try to assist you in whacking the beast.
Alright, it will be the Ebon Automaton, and considering distance, he will attempt to attack the Enchanter. So, Ebon Automaton will attack the Enchanter, succeeds and inflicts how many damage with that? 2d6 minus armor. Alright. So that's not so bad. So that's 10. That's 9 damage. That's so bad. Alright. And now that he has spent his attack, it is Anika's turn. Anika will now determine what he does. So by rolling a die. So with a result of 2, he will attack the nearest opponent with 2 of 4 arms. What about we do 1 attack for each target since there are 2 nearest opponents? Or do I roll to determine who's the target? How should I play this, guys?
Hmm.
You basically have 2 attacks. Do I roll randomly for each of them? Do I put 1 attack per person? Or do I just get 1 person with all the attacks?
Oh, you mean with the demon?
Yeah.
I guess randomly per attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would make more sense.
So the first attack will be targeting the sage, and the second will be targeting the sage. Alright, so let's figure this out. So first attack misses, second attack hits. Inflicting 4d6 damage, which
How
is
much?
very lucky for you, 7 minus your armor.
Oh yeah, I can live with that. 4 is not too much of damages. All right.
Alright, Trickster, it's back to you.
Alright, so since my plan got spoiled because of the movement, I will attack the Evian Automaton
What was your plan, just to be curious?
to obliterate the demon and then turn around and kill the automaton afterwards.
Oh. Alright, so that's 10 damage on the automaton because he has 7 of armor. Alright, that is correct. So, warrior and me. So I will attempt to destroy Annika, like once again. Except if you think I should assist the trickster. Meh, Annika first. And I fail. I still
Annika.
fail, regardless of the target anyway. So warrior, what do you do?
I attack Annika
Alright.
with 5 damage.
Okay.
Does he add armor?
Yeah, he has 4 of armor, meaning you did 1
Hey,
damage.
1 point of damage. Congrats.
Yep, that's a great...
Get wrecked, you fucking demon.
Yep, seriously. That's another hit. Let's hope for more damage this time.
Yes. 9.
So 5. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Sage, it is your turn.
I don't have
I'm
the
gonna
big
do a
ass
staff.
sword.
I'm gonna do a staff technique on that demon.
Alright.
I hit.
That's a very lucky to roll. So 1 extra
Yeah,
dice for
that's-
damage. And Annika next
That's
turn will be...
3 dice 6 plus 1. So here you go.
So next...
Oh.
Well, that's 1 damage because you have plus 1, at least. Alright, but for the moment, Annika has the disadvantage, also being pushed back down the initiative marker for next round. So let's go back to the first round. The Ebon Automaton will still attack the Trickster. I did roll as the Enchanter, but you get the point. He missed. Trickster, it's back to you. Oh, that's a marvelous amount of damage. I won't hide that. You're holding your own very, very good. Warrior, it is to your turn.
Do you still attempt to cast the Nemesis Bolt?
Oh yeah, right. That would be fun. Let's see. On a 5 or less, I succeed. Let's draw. That's a 4. I succeed. Let's kick its ass, please. That's a 33 minus 4, of course. That means 29. Alright, should be enough for...
I can I'm pretty sure I can manage to
Okay, that's the
through
first
my
attack.
roll.
So second hit, second attack hits, and that's good.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, Annika is no more. That is great, even. Alright, so with that done, I'll just update my psychic ability. It will be the Sage's turn.
I won't have that same. Oh, you downed them?
Yep.
Oh
The warrior
well.
downed him, actually. I just weakened him.
Yeah.
Nice.
With the combination of the enchanter.
Well, then I'm gonna try to assist our rogue with perhaps a few lucky staff technique if I'm
Alright.
lucky enough.
It's the range round of the Ebon Automaton, so you will still target the Enchanter. So I'll first switch the Ebon Automaton, then target the Enchanter. He succeeds, managing to inflict 8 additional damage on my poor buddy. So 5. Alright,
Yeah.
Trickster, it is your turn. Alright, that's a very nice 10 extra damage. You've been rolling very great so far. On my end, I shall prepare another spell just to assist you. So another Nemesis Bolt, because that's my favorite. Enchanter, it is your turn. That's me. I'm tired, guys. Sage, it is your turn. Do you staff technique him, or do you do a standard attack? Sage?
Yep, I'll try to hit him with the staff technique.
Alright, let's attempt this. Oh, you
And I
managed to
hit.
do it! Seriously, you're good with that
Wow.
staff.
Yeah.
Well, still, it is damage. We're counting the 3 of damage.
Yeah.
And more importantly, the Ebon Automaton will be set back further in the initiative tracker for next round. Meaning, we will skip him for the moment, because his initiative is now 1 for the next round. So Trickster can continue bashing on it.
That's good.
Oh, that's a very nice amount of damage. I'm perfectly in agreement with that. Warrior, you want to do something about this? Okay, that's good. Right, so that's 8, so 1 damage. Second attack. Second.
So that's 8 minus
7. He has 7 of armor.
7, so 1 damage.
I did it. Second attack. That's...
Yeah, that's better.
Is that a hit? Okay, yeah, that's a hit. Sorry, I
Yeah.
was counting the... okay, 11, 13, so 6 damage. Let's see if I can finish it off. Alright, do I get 3 or less? Yes, I do. Let's see if
Good.
that's enough damage. That's 24 minus 7, so
Plenty
17
enough.
damage. That's enough. And we managed to get out of this fight fairly unscathed. Or like, except for me that took like 2 energy bolts to
Yeah.
the groin. Well, we won. Congrats, everybody.
Yes.
That's been a far easier fight than the last time.
Yep.
Okay, I think we're back to where we were. So, 120. Let's go there, since we won.
Then I won't have too much to heal. So
Okay,
that's a
so,
good thing.
Trickster, sorry, Sage, do you still want to take the bow? You know, magical bow plus the 5 magical
Oh
arrows.
yeah. Sure, I will.
I'll let you update
Of
your
course.
stats, and don't heal us right away,
we-
because we know that when we will change to the present time, you will have your healing powers boosted.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have just 1 damage, I think.
Well, the bow itself has +1 to fighting prowess when using it, and the 5 magical arrows have +3 damage on each of them.
Should I use the bow and give the crossbow to... No.
You cannot use a bow.
can't use a bow.
You cannot use a bow. That's unfortunate.
Oh,
but you don't.
I
have
cannot
archery.
use a bow.
The only reason why you can use the crossbow is because the crossbow's description specifically said it could be used by people that did not have archery. That was historically the main advantage of crossbow.
Okay.
Anybody could use it.
Yeah.
Well, I updated my magical arrows and as well as the magical bow.
Alright, I've updated your tracker of magical arrows on the sheet as well.
Sweet.
Alright. Much please, you reach for the statuette. Let's go. You reach the statuette at 539. 539. Okay, then we go back we get Nausea, and Miorg of Farantor says, "Hurry, put the statuette in. I have no idea that I've been so far in time that I will die instantly if you break the curse." So do we put the statuette in the circle?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so we won those stat boosts. 476. Okay, so he's dying, he dies. Everyone gets +5 endurance. The warrior gets +1 to all damage rolls. Sage +1 to all healing rolls. Trickster +1 to awareness. And Enchanter +1 to psychic ability. So everyone's happy, and we get stronger to fight the Magi.
Yep. Well, with the warrior at our side, it's gonna be a little bit easier. So we'll just cross fingers that no one perishes,
Oh yeah,
because it could sadly happen.
it could. Now that we all have that and everyone has been updated. By the way, warrior, do you know how to update your endurance bar?
So I'm gonna
I'll do it for
have
you.
a 5.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
I'll update your character sheet with the appropriate endurance tracker. So you now have 31 endurance out of 35. There we go. It's your gauge has been updated. Now that we finished the paragraph, do you want to attempt to heal everybody by sacrificing 30 endurance points and just laughing at the face?
Oh yeah, sure. It's so ridiculous. I can't help but do it.
All right. Do you have 1? No, you have 2, which means we are all healed to the maximum amount.
There you go, healing machine. I'm not a sage. I'm a healer Mark 2.0.
Okay. The maggots are here, and they now change into butterflies, so we leave Miorg to die. Anyway, so 360. Okay. Getting back to it. 360. Door opens to a staircase that leads upward. The 5 Magi star are aligned. We need to hurry. 263. Step out the huge circular chamber. The 5 doors. Yay! Oh, alternatively, if you have a homunculus with you and want to consult it, turn to 82. So, do we want
I
to
have a question, Adam.
Yeah?
What does the boon said I have? I have +1 damage and that's it,
+1 to
or
all damage rolls, yes. That includes your crossbow, by the way.
oh,
So, basically, your damage is no longer 2d6 plus 2, it's now 2d6 plus 3.
yeah.
Alright. So, do we choose any of the doors, or do we just choose the homunculus and ask him for advice?
Homunculus. Let's see what he's got to say.
Sorry? What did you say, Trickster?
Listen to the homunculus. Let's see what he's got to say.
You take out the jar containing the homunculus. Okay, so that really was an item. Because we did not liberate him from the jar. You take out the jar containing homunculus you found while on Miorg's quest. It stirs in the murky fluid, his fetal face coming alive with the hope of freedom. What do you know of these doors, and what lies beyond them? Its voice is muffled by blast. I know what lies beyond each, but I am bound by certain laws to reveal the contents of only one. If you agree to release me afterwards, I shall enlighten you. How say you? So do we choose to get the homunculus help and liberate him, or do we just refuse and go back to choosing the doors? So should we save the homunculus for later, or should we just use him to figure out what's behind one of the doors?
I guess his help couldn't hurt, right?
I wonder if we could use him later, like on an other kind of room. I just wondering, but I'll vote not to use him for the moment, since we know what's behind 3 of the 5 doors already, and those are boss fights.
True.
Why not seek his help?
So you want to seek his help or not? You seek his help.
Well, let's see what he does. I mean,
Okay, so we'll have to choose a door and let him talk. So you want to use him and release him afterwards, correct?
yeah.
Okay. What about you, Trickster?
You guys want to?
I mean, I say we use him and figure out what's behind a different door.
Okay. Let's see. Let's say that. So let's agree to his term then. 311. You will not regret it, says the homunculus, its off-form face crimping into a grotesque expression of gratitude. Your goodness marks you amongst the truly charitable in this age of fallen hopes and... Enough! Forgive me, replies the homunculus meekly. About which door do you wish to be illuminated? So I guess we won't choose the red door, or the white door, or the gold door. So do we choose the green or blue?
Blue.
The blue moon door? Okay. Seems to be logical because that's kind of the Magi of illusions, if I'm not mistaken, blue moon. So we could do that. I vote for blue moon as well. What about the other two?
Yeah, blue sounds great. Blue is a good color.
Let's try.
Alright. Ah, the chambers of Blue Moon. A dangerous place indeed. Nevertheless, you must go thither. Explore beyond every door if you wish to succeed in your quest. Beware. Much is illusion beyond the blue door. Resist every temptation. Even feelings are not to be trusted. Note down the code word bile on your character sheet and turn to 150. Well, omnipotent one, I have performed as agreed. Now release me. You remove the lid of the bottle and the little creature flutters upwards and away from small bat-like wings. May you fail in your quest and rot in hell forever, it calls back. Fateless creature, you hurl stones at it as it flies away. Cross the homunculus off your character sheet and turn to 119 and then choose again. Ungrateful little... Alright, we'll need to choose a door then. So, do we take the ones we already did, or do we go into the unknown? I'd say we use the blue door. We already got some advice on it, so... Why not just...
Sounds good. I agree with using the blue door.
And did you note the code words bile, by the way? I think it's the code word bile. It was the one, I think.
Bile?
Yeah, after the advice, there was a code word that we needed to...
So I need to note one?
Yeah, I think it's bile, but I'm just making
Bile.
sure of it. So about the blue door, so 261. I'm just going back to that paragraph to make sure. So yeah,
I noted bile if I need...
B-I-L-E, bile.
Bile, it's noted.
Okay, good. Alright, so do we go to Blue Moon's door?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, 99. Do you have a blue rod? If so, turn to 251. If not, you open the door. Turn to 473. 473. 473. 73. The door of Blue Moon opens onto a vast natural cavern lit by a bright red glow from a bubbling lava pit at its center. Beside the pit is a large dais covered in rich cloth of gold. On it rests a magnificent jeweled battle axe of gleaming steel, a quarterstaff shod in silver which glows with might, and a luminous scroll inscribed with runes of power that even a layman could tell are inextricably bound with sorcerous force. The dais begin to tilt, causing the treasure to slide ever faster towards the lava pit. Any moment now, they will fall away to be consumed forever by the liquid rock. Will you wait and see what happens? Quickly cast a detection spell if you have an enchanter in the party, or dash forward to get some of the treasure before it is destroyed. Well, it's kind of a room of illusion. I don't trust the treasure. Do you want me to cast a detection spell?
Oh, sure.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
537. Okay, so you mumble a quick detection spell. Magic pervades the area, especially around the dais. You do not sense any warlike magic, but there is sorcery dealing with the giving of wounds. Will you wait or run for the dais and try to grab what lies on it? So, wait. Do we wait or do we try to grab an item as they fall into the lava?
I say
What-
we wait because they're probably
What
illusions.
item? What item is falling?
Well, there's a great battle axe of might, a quarterstaff that's filled with magical energy, and a parchment with runes of power that are stumbling from a dais into the lava below.
It's a place of illusion. It seems too tempting. It seems like an obvious trap.
Okay, so 3 votes for staying in. Warrior, do you want to attempt grabbing onto the axe, or are you wary of axes now?
I am wary of axes now.
Okay. So you watch the axe, staff, and scroll slip into the lava with a loud, smoky hiss. They sink from view, as do your hopes. What a waste. Suddenly, the dais and pit of lava are gone, and in their place a pillar of crackling blue energy splits the cavern from floor to ceiling. Perhaps you made the right choice after all. In the blue light, you notice an archway in the far wall of the cavern. There are no other exits, so you head towards it. 432. 432. The archway leads to a small room, at the far end of which is a low altar covered in blue cloth that is lined with silver. Upon that rests a silver platter, and in the platter is a rod of purest blue, ending in a strange shape that you suspect would fit the hole in the steel circle of the Chamber of Doors. As you step forward, troubled thoughts rise unbidden. If you have the code word bile, turn to 348. We do! What a coincidence. 348. 348. You remember what the homunculus told you about the delusions of Blue Moon. You know the feeling of disintegrating sanity is but a trick. Turn to 252. 252. You step forward and take a blue rod off the platter. It has the number 50 engraved into it. Note it on your character sheet, but make sure you know the number besides it. Alright, I'll take the blue rod. I'll take the first rod since I need to get rid of my sword anyway. Oh, I actually have 1 slot since I took the homunculus. So, I have already placed for a blue rod with the number 50 on it. Alright, I have noted it.
Yay, victory! We survived!
That's not all noted in character. See, there are no other exits, so you head back to the Chamber of Doors. Okay, so that was it, actually. So go to 119 and select another door. Okay, so now that we have the blue rod, so do we take the red, the blue, the green, the gold, or the white door? The only one we haven't attempted yet is the green door.
Yeah, let's go for that then.
Yeah, sounds
Let's
good.
prepare to get poisoned to death.
Yeah, probably diseased and poisoned and like everything that can happen with Plague Star. If you have a green rod, turn to 65. Otherwise, the door opens to 92. The first thing that strikes you is a stench of dead and decaying organic matter. You have stepped into a huge natural cavern lit by a greenish glow that radiates from the ground. The floor is covered in rotting slime, a putrescent soup in which you can still see the remains of human bodies in various stages of decomposition. Legs and arms protrude from it at all angles, skeletal hands clawing desperately at the empty air as if in a mute plea for aid. Towards the center of the cavern, you can see something large. Gingerly, you set off across the slime. Turn to 372. 372. In the center of the cavern stands a large sarcophagus. Before you can reach it, a sound causes you to turn. A horrific sight greets you. 3 humanoid shapes, dripping putrid flesh, are hobbling towards you, leprous arm reaching out. Their faces are ruins of warped flesh, their bodies exude a sickening stench of putrefaction. Greenish pus suppurates from 1,000 cankerous wounds, maggots writhe, and flesh sloughs off to fall on the ground with a glutinous slap. They are the unclean, and you must fight them. Okay, we must fight the unclean. The unclean have a fighting prowess of 6. They deal 3d6 damage per blow, a psychic ability of 6, awareness of 5, armor rating of 3, and they each have 30 endurance. And if you're wounded by one of these foul creatures, turn to 358 unless you are carrying the blood sword or you acquired immunity to disease from the Orb of Plague in Book 2.
Seems like the plague orb of disease was...
The most... It's probably would be the best choice to just use that orb in future adventures if needed. But anyway, so...
yeah.
2, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 3, 1, 2... Okay. That's a fairly intricate room. I will have to draw it with a little more... care this time. So 2, 1, 1, 3. All right. So 2, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 3. After that, 1, 2, 2, 1. 1, 2, 2, 1. 2, 2. All right. 2 and 2, and there we're done with the room. That's nice. Alright, let's place ourselves into it. The placement is fairly straightforward. There we go. There we go. There you go. We are here, and we have 3 unclean people to fight. Okay. Let's hope we don't get hit by those. I'm not exactly sure what will happen, but I better not find out. Although the trickster can try to get hit, because if he has a blood sword, he's apparently not affected. Alright, so now let's...
Yeah, you could think.
Yeah, you could. But first of all, I shall edit the enemies. So the unclean. Let's remove that picture. Take another one. Alright. So, physical prowess of 9. They inflict how many damage again? Like 3d6? Yeah, 3d6. Their psychic ability is 6, awareness 5. A rating of 3 and 30 endurance points, which is good. I think we can defeat them fairly easily, but the problem is if they damage us. So there will be one unclean here. Let's call him unclean 1. And let's have his bar set. Let's have an unclean 2 here. Nope, not that. Yes, that one. Alright, the unclean 2 is here. And then have an unclean 3, which is sitting here. Alright, so I have everyone's sheet. Alright, good. Okay, so let's just put their initiative on the track. So unclean 1. Unclean 2. And unclean 3. Alright. So we have everyone on the map. So we can start. Trickster, after you.
I will move in between the two enemies.
Thank you. Warrior, what do you do?
Hmm. Where am I?
You are just under the Trickster.
I...
You just... Okay.
It's weird because the trickster is still on the same place.
The Trickster is now here. If that did not update...
Okay. Let me refresh again. Probably lost connection and all or something.
I don't know what happens.
Me neither. Be right back. Sorry for the delay.
No problem. Do you now see it?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I see everyone. I will make the sacrifice.
Well, I'm sure we will be appreciative. I will actually, before you move there, do you want me to attempt to bash on this unclean before you move? I could maybe try to kill it like one go before you move to it.
Okay.
Alright, let's see.
Let's see if
I
you
get
can
3 or
one-shot
less-
this
Yeah,
thing.
that's 3 or less, that's
You
great.
do.
Do I do enough damage? Oh, there's like 2 endurance points remaining. I just inflicted 28 damage. Armors. Or you could wait for them to move to the stage or something.
Yeah, I think I'll move over there and see and attack them when they get close to me.
Okay. What about you, Sage? What do you do?
Can I roll? I don't know.
Let me see.
Or I could, you know.
Okay. You want to change your mind?
I'll
I've been thinking I could use the crossbow.
Oh yeah, you could use.
I'll
the
finish
crossbow.
I'll finish the one in front of me with the normal arrow.
Before you
I
do
mean-
that, do you allow the warrior to just retake his turn?
Oh yeah, sure.
So sorry about that. I will try to use the crossbow. 22 die 6.
That's a hit. So 1d6 plus 1
And-
damage with the crossbow, I guess.
Yeah, it's 1 die 6. Put the one in front of me.
That means this one.
Yeah, that's it. I can shoot anybody. That's right.
Yeah, you can shoot anybody.
The one in the north of the.
Trickster.
Oh my god, a trickster.
All right. That does 1
I
damage.
only have
because their
rogue and.
armor of, because they have an armor of 3, does 1 damage.
Okay.
All right. So now it's the sage's turn.
So I'll try to shoot an arrow at the one in front of me.
All right. Let's see. That's a miss. No, that's a hit because you had a magical bow now.
Ooh, yeah. It's a regular arrow, so you know I use.
Okay. Well, your regular arrow is wasted on the unclean. All right.
Oh well.
So 2 of the unclean will attack the trickster. Each failing. One that was very close to hitting though. Unclean number 3 will just move next to the sage. Alright, trickster, you are it. Well, you are It's your turn.
I will attack the one that is above me.
Okay. That's a hit. Clear hit with 16 damage. Oh, and is that a undead creature? I wonder.
Yes, I think it is.
Is that an undead creature?
I mean, it would make sense. They're rotten
They are
corpse.
gluten sap. Magas ride greenish pus separate from 1,000 cankerous wounds. Do we count them as undead? I think they're undead. Guys?
I mean, I'm fine with counting him as undead.
Okay.
No,
I'll first
I'm fine
count the 16 damage they just received, but that unclean will have to roll 2d6 on their psychic ability test, which they have like of 6. Roll as the enchanter, but count that as the unclean throw. They succeed, so they are not destroyed on the spot. That's sad, but it could have happened. So, Warrior, what do you do? You could play it safe and let the trickster just take up the blows.
Yeah.
Or you could jump into danger and do dual wield to their demise. But that's up to you. As for me, I will prepare another spell of for any future bombardment.
Sage, do you feel confident to kill the one in front of you, or should I try?
I'll try a staff bash.
But not staff technique, right? Well, that's because it's not your turn, Sage.
Ow! Sorry about that. My
He
bad.
was just
I'll try
asking
to hit him though.
before he moved.
Because I could use a crossbow arrow in order to finish it off if I succeed at. Yeah, that sounds good.
How much damage? 5 damage.
And it's probably
minus
dead.
3, and it's dead, yes. Even with his armor of 3, you managed to kick the unclean, which means, Sage, that you have something else that you can do.
I just want you to be safe.
So what do you do, Sage?
Because you're in bot.
I'll try to hit it.
You try to what?
Oh, it moved. Oh, it's dead. Damn.
Yes, it's dead. I finished it.
So what do you do?
I'll throw an arrow on the one at 13 points
Well, let's
then.
consider your roll you made just now and consider you missed with 1 arrow.
Oh yeah, fine by me.
Alright. So it's the unclean's turn. So let's go to the unclean state and unclean 1 attack. Unclean 2 attacks. Misses. So Trickster is the best one to fight against them. Alright, Trickster, it's back to you.
I will continue attacking the one above me.
Alright, that's a hit. And that's enough damage to send it into oblivion, even if he succeeds on a test. So that's great. Warrior, it is your turn.
Warrior time.
I shall try a spell myself. So that's a hit. That's a hit. Because now my psychic ability has been increased. And I kill it.
You know what?
I kill it. That's okay.
I wish I had the freaking axe.
And oh yeah, the axe that did 1d6 plus 1 damage still. So that kinda looks like the crossbow basically. But with unlimited arrow capacity.
If I had the throwing axe, it would have been fun.
Well, yeah, and that axe, if I'm not mistaken, under your ends adds +1 to your fighting prowess as well, so that would have been good.
Yeah. Sadly, it's lost forever.
That is correct.
In hell.
In the land of the dead. Alright, so we have destroyed them all. Congratulations, team. We have succeeded.
Yes.
Without any injury whatsoever, which would
Yes.
have probably been bad.
Nice.
Do you want to know what happens if you get hit, or do you want to save it for maybe later?
Oh, I'm curious. Go on.
Yours.
Alright, let's see. So 358 would have said, You have been wounded by one of the foul things. Streaks of its rotting flesh are lodged into your wound. Roll 1 die. If the number you roll is even, turn to 395. If not, turn to 498. So
Oh, possibility of one-shotting you, I guess.
if you get 395, nothing happens. And if you go on 498, you've been stricken by rotting pestilence. From now on, every time you come to a new paragraph, before you read it, roll 2 dice. If you score 2 with snake eyes, the disease has taken its toll and you lose 2 endurance points. This loss cannot be healed. Oh, that would have been bad.
Well,
Well, fortunately for us, nobody was touched.
yes.
Alright, the last of the noisome creature fall into a splash to the floor to the cavern to add its organic rot to the cesspool. Shuddering, you move on to examine the tomb. It is a large slab of stone, the top of which is carved to represent a regal woman dressed in robes, wearing a torque and holding a short scepter in her hands. Around the edge, many symbols and hieroglyphs are carved, mostly meaningless even to a sage. If you open the tomb, turn to 62. If you examine it more closely first, turn to say 166. So, do we open the tomb or do we examine it first?
Let's examine it first in case we open a curse or a disease.
I agree with examining it.
Alright, so you find an inscription you can read. The Bride of Pestilence. May she rest in peace. The stars rule her. If you open the tomb, go to 62, or else the only other choice would be to go back into the Chamber of Doors. Which means the rod is probably inside the tomb anyway. So, do we open the tomb? I'd say we do.
Sounds good to me.
You lift the lid
Yeah.
of the stone coffin. It comes away with unexpected ease. Inside is the body of a woman, long dead, a shriveled husk of dry leathery skin, drawn tight as a drum over ancient bones. Long black hair covers her torso. She is dressed in green and yellow raiment of fine construction. In her skeletal hands is a green rod with the number 100 marked on it. You take the rod and stay back, expectant. But nothing happens. No limbs twitch, no long closed eye flick open, no withered hands reach out to claim back its price. Note you have the rod on your character sheet and make sure you know the correct number besides it. I still have one spot if I get rid of my sword, so I could do that.
I guess.
Sounds good to me.
So green rod 100. There we go. Okay, the character with the highest awareness must roll 2 dice and try to score equal to or under his or her awareness. If successful, turn to 194. If the roll fails, turn to 139. So Trickster, I think it's up your alley. And you succeed.
Easy.
Okay, 194. 194. 194. 194. You notice a thin copper torque hidden under hair. It is covered in star symbols. Will you take it, or leave it there and head back to the door?
I will take it.
Okay, well, that's your choice. Alright, let's go to
So what is it?
257. It's a copper torque with star symbols. Although, before you note it on the character sheet, I want to figure out what happens once you try to get it. It is a torque of reanimation. If there is only one person in the party, it will be of no use. However, in a multiplayer party, if someone is killed, the torque can be placed around that player's neck. He or she will come back to life, but as a zombie, obedient to the person who plays the torque. The zombie is useful only in combats as an extra fighter. It cannot make decisions nor act as its old character. For example, if it was a sage, it cannot turn to sage paragraphs. It cannot cast spell, and all its attribute will be at -1 except for endurance, which is at +10, and it is immune to psychic spell. So at this point, you can put that into your inventory and say note Torque of Reanimation C257 for effects to remind you of its properties should you need to use it. The Torque of Reanimation can be used only once, as it must be left on the reanimated zombie in order to keep it alive. Gingerly, you step away from the dead queen's corpse, half expecting it to rise up with grasping talons and staring eyes, but nothing happens. You leave the Cavern of Plaguestar and go back to the Chamber of Doors. So far, so good. So we have 2 rods so far. So we have 3 doors left. The red door, which caused our death the last time because of panic. The gold door of Gift Star, or the white door of White Light.
So, does anybody else want to agree to leave it for next time?
It is
and the session
10:51
here.
p.m. So if you're feeling like you want to pause it, we could.
Well, depends.
still have energy
Up
for
to
it.
you, really. I'm in the mind to continue. It really depends if you wish to.
What about you, Francis?
I can continue if everyone is fine with it.
So Andre, did you have something planned tonight, or did you were just feeling tired?
I'm just getting a bit tired.
Okay. Well, we want everyone to be at
Understand.
their best during the activities, so
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
at this point I have no problem. So I will stop the video and thank anyone who is watching this series so far. We'll probably get to the long-told conclusion in next week if we have a game next week, because our schedule is kind of messed up.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, for sure, we'll have other obstacle and some danger ahead of us. Of course.
Excellent. So to everyone, have a good night.
I wish a good night to everyone. Have a good night to you guys as well.
Good night.
So good night to all.
Yep.
Yes.
Same.
Sleep well.
And I
You
click
too.
stop, by the way, so